What's going down, everybody? YouTube is showing us you're a true, real one. Appreciate you. We got a banger coming at you. We got a full-on collection tour. It's been way too long. I gotta update you guys. Too many sick vehicles have been added. And we got those new mansion garages on the way. So definitely got some high hopes for them being our newest, greatest garages we have yet. So we'll see. Obviously the office garages, some of the other ones we've got, the new ones on Vinewood Boulevard. Those ones are cool. This is what we've been waiting on. So let's get into it. Just run down the whole collection for you guys. And I'll have to calculate how much it is. I have no idea. Really don't even know where to start, to be honest. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. Go ahead and kick it off over here in the hills. Let's see which one we got first. Kick it off. Start over here. We got the Porsche garage all dialed in. Let's see what we got over here. Some real beauties in here for sure. Started off, we got the 811 looking good. Got the Growler. Nice, fast two-door. This thing is dialed in. Got the electric sedan over here. The neon, looking good. Don't drive that one very often. Next to that, we got the Safari Comet, full off-road version. And then over here, the wide body SUV Aston. This thing is hella quick with HSW. Got that thing murdered out. Carbon all over it. Can't forget the e-bike. Then we'll save these best for last over here. The GT3 or 911 full lineup going all the way down. Starting with our new most modern one, the S2. And we got the Cabriolet drop top version. The maroon interior, full twin turbos out the back. This one is almost like a turbo style customization on that one. And then we got my baby right here, S2. That thing looks good. Full cage on it. Got the deep dish champagne wheels. Man, that thing looks good. Full carbon splitter. And then the OG original Comet right here. Looking still fresh. All the ones we could do the lowering glitch on. Definitely up there with some of my favorites. For some reason they just happen to know whichever ones we could do the lowering glitch have perfect fitment. So I don't know if they did it on purpose, knowing people would do that. And of course, fan favorite, as well as mine, RWB Comet Retro Custom. Again, on some champagne wheels, got the cage, got the full carbon wing, diffuser, and insane racing interior. All these cars we could dive into a ton of details, but I also have a lot of garages to run through, so definitely let me know which car is your favorite, and we'll have to continue that theme for each garage, whichever one. Go ahead, once you see it all, pick your top favorite and let me know. But as you can see, starting it off, I have quite the theme going. Pretty much every single garage is a branded theme, and we have that one specific brand throughout. A couple of them are all mixed in, and then there are a few garages, just a select few, that I actually just ran out of other garages to be able to do a full themed garage. So see that towards the end, but that was the Porsche or Pfister garage right there. All the Porsches looking beautiful. On to the next. Sticking with the German theme here, we got the BMWs all lined up. And of course, like I said, we got some of those garages with the random extras thrown in. So there, of course, is only 10 spots in these, at least original garages, and most of them. So pretty limited number, and there's definitely more cars than there are in some brands than others. So some of them just need multiple different locations to store them all. We'll start over here. I guess we'll do the same kind of thing. Or actually, I could just run through these ones. The very classic BMWs. Got the E30, Sentinel Classic wide body, just the final boss version basically of the Sentinel. And then we got the XS, which has a special place in my heart, my E92. Man, that's basically what this thing is styled after, fully customized to look just like it. So even kept it pretty clean with some of the upgrades, but again, another one that has the lowering glitch, and when you slam it, it's like it was meant to be. And then of course we got the newer ones with the actual airbag system built in. And this one you can go ahead and equip the drift tune on it. The Cypher definitely was a banger when it dropped, and still solid car for modern era with all these new stuff coming out. The brand new one, which you guys have seen. Shout out to everybody who tuned in for that video. Brand new GTS. Yep. It's kind of a guess on that one, but went for a CS style build on it. Got the red accents, carbon hood, carbon everywhere to be honest. Full roof, spoiler, diffuser. It's looking good. We got the carbon exhaust on it. And then the GTS SUV X5, X6. That thing is a real hauler. Thing straight books it. All of these basically doing the Digi Dash. Full carbon hood, slammed on Benny's wheels. And that's another theme you might notice. Some of them are merge glitched or modded slightly with Yankton plates and different type of wheels we can't normally get on them. Same goes for this one. The Reinhardt wagon. That thing is stylish. Got the deep maroon on it. And the champagne wheels again, Benny's. Another super fast car. Already had that G80 style looking hood before we even got this one. And then got the VIP big body. The Oracle just chilling over here on some deep dish wheels. Looking extra clean. Love the big body. And then got the Zion XS. Don't know if I have a drop top version of this, but that is also available. I like the coupe though. I think M6 vibes when I see this one. Got the titanium exhaust, kept it clean, no spoiler, just nice and flush. Again on the Benny's wheels. And then you got the classic right here. Zion Classic. That's why we had to throw it in next to the Zion. Yeah, I think those are not the champagne, that's the gold finish on those ones. A bit brighter. With that nice dark blue. Super classic look with the retro interior. Thing is too stylish. Oh, let me know out of these ones, which one do you guys like the best if you own it, or whichever one you guys like to drive the most. That was the BMW garage right there. Get on to the next one. Crazy to think pretty soon we're gonna have some actual mansions on here. That's why I wanted to get this out for you guys. So we're definitely dropping a new video with the top cars, and that's another reason I wanted to run through them. Just let's see which cars deserve to go to the new mansion. And of course, gotta have it whenever I'm on my 007 timing. Just hop into one of the Astons, hit the road. These ones are classy right here. So go ahead, start it off with the Spectre. Looking good, always super good looker. This thing's got the wide body, went for the more flush look. This one you can get the Benny's wheels on anyway, so full cage, race interior, carbon everywhere. Again, we could go super in depth on all of these, but we also gotta keep it rolling. And we got the new one, the Rapid GTX. Of course, you got it next to the other Rapid. This thing is pretty cool. I actually like it. Most of the stock wheels that look really nice, I'll usually keep them over some custom wheels. Got the logo on there, full diffuser, carbon everywhere. Yeah, maybe we'll do some more videos with that one. And then we got the original Masicaro. This one I feel like everybody had in GTA Online. So for that one we did street kind of simple build. And then we also got the full-on race version. The big wing on it. But this one's also got some pretty good upgrades. Splitters, diffusers, side skirts. All of the cars that you see, of course, are fully maxed out with the upgrades. Then we got the original Rapid GT. Again, merged with the Benny's. Yankton on it. Just a simple, clean looking car. If those of you remember, one of the OG drift cars that could actually slide. Before we got all these crazy drift tunes, even the low grips, that was the OG, one of the best drift cars out the box. And then you just got the Rapid GT 4-door, nice and clean, again on the bennies. And then of course, the icon, gotta have this, full on James Bond 700 edition. And this is not the fake one with the guns on it, but they don't actually work. These are the real guns. And you can do the oil slick and deploy the spikes so you can pop anyone's tires trying to pull up on you, hot on your tail. Just let it rip. That thing's fun to drive. Has a good sound too. Got the 770, looking nice. This is actually one of the very classy models and don't really see many people owning it, so always kind of like that one. GT. And this thing's got a cool bumper design. Even the back bumper is sweet. Carbon roof. Kept it simple. And the funny thing is, there's so many cars that years and years will pass without me changing them. And then one day just realize, why do I have it customized like that? And I do this almost every time I get on, but that's just the amount of cars we have on here. I'll just jump on and be like, I'm gonna change this one car up. Then of course, going to the Champion. Supercar brought in with the Dr. Dre. He actually owned one. We drove it in one of those missions. Again with the stock wheels when they look that good. I mean, can't help it. This thing is sick with the rear mounted chassis bar. You get to see the suspension down there. Wishbone style, I think they call it. Red interior, just murdered out. This thing's got some sweet looking body lines. Big GT, and then of course the supercar. Wagner, sitting nice and low, carbon everywhere. Insane aerodynamics, you can see all the way through it. And we got just some clean street track style wheels. Murdered out 10 on it. Can't even see in there. And of course you can see the engine back there, chilling. Yeah, definitely one of the fastest cars on here. Not HSW, but still. That thing hauls too. Crazy looking exhaust on it. I'm pretty sure this would be our closest to the Valkyrie, so definitely a sick car. Shout out to Supercar Ron at Car Week. Got to see the one in full bedazzled. But yeah, that is the Aston, so let me know. You guys have a top pick. With that, we're on to the next one. And over here, we got the Gallivanter / Dundry garage. So this is our first one where I kind of combined them. It was just enough Range Rovers to almost fill it up. So put the other big body SUVs, the Lincolns, the Range Rovers, kind of works. And not that many Dundries, so I just was able to fill it up. And then again, I have a couple other Range Rovers here and there. So some of the businesses let you keep like one car in there, or it'll just be in another random garage. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I do have both versions. I have the LE and the LWB version, so the short wheelbase and long wheelbase. Starting it off with the OG. Got the baller right here. OG baller. Had this one back in Vice City on some 32s or something. That thing is just looking mean. Can't beat the originals. Those are pretty clean looking. And then I even got the base model. Just the updated version of the baller. And then of course they went ahead and made it even better. Put carbon all over it. And this is the long wheelbase version. Same to that one basically there. Carbon everywhere. Again on the Benny's wheels. That thing is nice. Full red interior. And then we got an even newer version, the ST. This one's slammed. Other ones look like monster trucks compared to it. Kind of got the wide body going. All of them pretty much do. This one's sweet too. All of these are hella fast. And then we got the new one, 2025 STD baller. This thing is actually slammed. And you can also put a wide body, which this one does not have on it at the moment, just because my OCD with the fitment was not having it. It's already tucking. So, looks good though. And this wide body in particular isn't nothing crazy, so I was okay to leave it. Definitely slammed. That thing is just sitting right on the ground. And then of course, just the Dundrees, we can run through these quick. This is kind of the nicest one right here. Landstalker XL. It's the big body. I think we could have people hang on the side, but pretty close to the newer Cadillac Escalades and the Suburbans. They're all pretty much the similar chassis and style, but very modern and a lot of technology in the real life version of those. Older version of the Landstalker. Then we got the Gina and the Virgo Classic. So I think this one might have lowrider full-on hydraulics, but yeah, it does. You can tell by the plate right there, but for the outside kept it pretty calm. And then it's kind of hard to tell since all of mine have Benny's wheels anyway. So this thing is fun to drive. Big body, old school. Thing just floats. And it's fun to hit the switches, pop the hydraulics whenever you're just cruising. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see the speakers back there. Slight hint that this thing's been upgraded, but pretty nonchalant and casual. Kept it low key. Yeah, that is the Gallivanter and Dundry garage right there. Switch it up with the SUVs, so let's see what we got next. There we go. Now we got the hot rods. And this is the last house up in the hills, so definitely not going to want to miss the next one's coming up. We're going to be getting into the more hypercars, JDM. This one is fire right here. Our full-on D-Class A garage. So obviously there's some other D-Class A's, the Camaros and all those. So those are with the Ford and Dodge muscle cars, kind of group those in. So another brand where I had to spread it out over multiple locations. We got Christine over here. Got the hot rod full drag version of Tornado on the slicks. Rat rodded out. This thing is just beautiful. Bel Air. It's the closest thing we have to an old Plymouth. But next to that, actually newest car in here, I think, or the one next to it. Got the Tahoma Coupe. And then we got the Impala XL next to the Impala SZ. So quite a few that are actually similar models, just the newer versions. This one is cool. Some of these I hardly drive, but I do get around to it here and there. Pollard's cool. We have a lot of actually similar looking old school muscle cars. But this thing is classic right here. Dropped. Dark red interior. Nice chrome everywhere. That thing's looking good. And then, of course, cannot forget the Yosemite, however you want to pronounce it. We got the clean, slammed build, and then we got the full-on drift Gymkhana build. And with the new drift tuning, it finally lives up to its name. Thing actually slides like crazy. I'm wondering if I should do driving clips from each one, but this video is already going to be insane. So we'll just keep it focused on the cars for now. There's already enough. We'll get to driving them in other videos. Even this one's got the drag slicks. If you guys remember the drag videos, those always were gapping. Those trucks just out of nowhere were claiming bodies out there. They were just snapping fools' necks. Of course, Drift Tampa looking good. And I actually just realized I don't know if I even have a regular Tampa, but when you got this one, it's all good. You can keep the regular Tampa. Full-on Gymkhana. I almost kept the livery. I'm sure I had it on there for a while, but this thing is just so clean and aggressive looking. And over the years, people have actually built quite a few of these crazy wide-body custom builds, and they always knock it out the park. So definitely gotta have this in the collection. Again, with the new drift tuning update, actually lives up to its name fully. The Tulip M100, and we got the, how can I not think of it? Vamos, yeah. Use that one for a lot of drift meetups. I don't think I've even taken this one to an actual drag meet yet. Video coming soon. Got the turbo intakes, exhaust right out the fender. Oh man, this thing's dialed. Same with the Vamos, to be honest. This thing gaps, and if, oh, can we see it? Yep. Just got the turbos peeking in there. NOS bottle in both of them, ready for spraying. Taking foods to Applebee's. Gotta have the wheelie bar on there too, with the drag wings on them. Jeez, I love these. Yeah, let me know which one you guys like the most. With that, let's get on to the next one. Keep it rolling. We'll jump in here to the casino while we're in the area. Now this one is the hypercars right here. So we got Koenigsegg, Bugatti, and McLaren. Again, got quite a few other McLarens, maybe a couple other Bugattis and Koenigsegg's all around the place, but these are just what could fit in here and have it as basically a hypercar themed garage. So started off, dang, what a banger. The Entity XF, Koenigsegg Agera RS. Ooh, a heater. And of course, you got the Jesco. Maybe this one would be like the newer, I forget what the other model is called. You got the Agera, the Regera, which I feel like this one is definitely Jesco, for sure. All three in red, can't go wrong. This one even has HSW, which you can't see because someone's dead outside, okay. It's hella aggressive and kind of dark in here, so I might bump it up a bit so you guys can see better. We got the carbon wheels on this thing. You can't take the roof off, which I think my other one I have the roof off. Crazy carbon splitter on the front. Same with all of them, to be honest. Ooh, I don't even know which one I like the best out of these. This one is the Entity XXR. And then we got the Entity MT. So they're all entities. Overflood. And what's funny is most of these, which actually it's totally different color. It's all blue, but got the overflood fit. Of course, we gotta throw this one on real quick. Trafade fit. It's actually blocking with the duffel bag, but for the Bugattis right here, and this one actually matches up. Even got the driving gloves on. This one right here, brand new Thrax, super clean, got the French flag. Would be nice even to show these in the outside in the sunlight, but you guys can see most of it. Crazy car. Actually won it right off the wheel when they first introduced the casino. But again, Yankton's got the custom painted stock wheels before they were actually making it so we could buy them with the stock painted wheels, for some of them at least. Between the dealerships and the new Vinewood Car Club garage down there at the docks, you could just buy some of them with the painted stock wheels, which is nice. Then can't forget this one. Nero Custom might be my favorite out of the Bugattis, but it's definitely close between the Thrax, honestly even the Adder. But this one you can do the custom upgrade at Benny's and basically put the racing kit on it, or what looks more like a racing kit. I think this one looks closest to like a Pure Sport. Full crazy carbon wing. Got the W16 back there ripping. Quad turbo. Had to match the French flag with the blue and red. And then of course, can't forget the classic Adder right here. Timeless. That thing is sick. Remember the good old days going to Rodeo and trying to see one spawn story mode, so I can just save it. True GTA classic. And another one we can do the lowering glitch, and the fitment is absolutely dialed. So again, they must have known. For us that like to drop them to the floor, those ones just happen to also have the most flush and beautiful looking fitment. Even before you drop them, they have good fitment. Nice flush poke on it, just perfect. Yeah, then you drop them, it's right on the lip of the rim. It's beautiful. Then we got the Projans, which actually is one of the brands I don't have a fit for, but gotta have a P1 in the collection. Might have a couple, but for a long time this is my favorite car in the whole game. Got to have it. Carbon racing splitter, the dive planes, got the butterfly doors, active wing in the back, and the rain light actually functional. Titanium exhaust. Oh, I love that thing. And then we got another one of my top favorites. This is the Tyrus. Yep. Another one with the crazy McLaren doors, of course. the F1 long tail version. Super clean, full carbon buckets. One of the most insane sounding audio for a vehicle in the whole game. Exhaust on this thing is nasty. V12 just screaming. And again, stock wheels but painted. Because back at the time we didn't really have similar wheels to that. Still we don't, but there are ones that are kind of close. Don't have the just single tire lettering on there. Looks kind of good with that. And then of course we got the regular F1 version. What's this one called again? GP1. Yep. See, I already know some of them. I just like to double check. Don't want to give you guys the wrong info. Another one we can do the lowering glitch, and it's absolutely insane fitment. It's just perfect. One of the greatest cars of all time, McLaren F1. So to have both of those versions, you got to. It's just a no-brainer. Man, I love this thing. Again, crazy exhaust sound on this one. Slightly different from Tyrus, but in its own way, really nice. And all the options on all these cars is super clean. And then the only McLaren without the butterfly doors. This one's actually full wide body. Got the GTB custom tally. Really clean. Got the Benny's wheels on it, which of course you can do normally because this one you can't take the Benny's. And again, one that you can do the lowering glitch on, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's giving me 720S vibes, custom wide body, especially those tail lights. Then the front, it's a little 570, 675 LT. I love that thing. Definitely one of my favorite garages in the whole game right here. Just based on what we got in here. So again, let me know what you guys think whenever I'm over here gambling or trying to win a car off of the wheel. I'll usually just stop and grab one of these, take it for a rip. And with that, we'll head on to the next garage. Trying to keep all the garages in basically order from being able to drive to them. For one, makes it a little easier for me to actually get over to them, but two, that way I know which ones I've already gone to. But finished all the houses in the hills, and then they added this, so honestly it's become one of my favorite until the mansion obviously drops. But yeah, this one has become one of my favorite garages in the whole game. One of the only ones we can customize, except for maybe the agency and office garage. This one we got 5 levels, so let's go. Starting it off with the bang, we got the Raris. Oh, all of these are art pieces right here. Some very classic ones to the game and some brand new ones to the game. Another one where I automatically know I have other Ferraris in random locations, but it's because, again, only 10 spaces here. So the ones you see here are my, what was I doing? Just wearing the wrong fit. There we go. But yeah, some of these are, I guess if they're in here, my top favorite ones out of the Grotti brand or Ferrari. Starting it off, got the Cheetah Classic over here, which I've had for a minute, but then again, just got this new version of the Cheetah with the wide body, full Liberty Walk kit on it. Thing is looking good. Always a super clean car. And now they dialed the fitment with the wide body, which is perfect. But then even this one, another one where we could do the lowering glitch, and it's absolutely perfect. So it was like it was made to be. And this one as well with the lowering glitch. But then with this one we have HSW. So surprisingly for how old of a car it is, the F40, iconic. Oh, we need a F50. That just hit me. But for the age of it, it is V8 twin turbo. So with the HSW, puts it up there with some of the best performance in the game. And then we got one of the originals actually in the trailer for GTA 5, Turismo R. Or was it the Cheetah? I'm forgetting. No, I think it was the Turismo, I'm pretty sure. One of the original supercars we had in the game. Or hypercar, whichever you classify it. V12. This thing is beautiful. And then also not too long ago got some more additional modifications to a lot of the cars since they'd been in the game since the beginning. They actually were missing a lot of upgrades and stuff that the new cars all get. So they went ahead and added new upgrade features. but overall, super clean car. We used to kind of think it was like a LaFerrari type looking car, especially from the back. That thing is insane. Then moving on to one of the newer modern ones, Tally RSX. I would say closest to maybe a Pista. That thing's got the full S duct up front, carbon everywhere, of course. Again, with the custom painted stock wheels, just because I love how they fit. Beautiful car, sounds amazing. Got the triple exhaust out the back, red on red, obviously Ferrari. Kind of a red theme going here. But all these are just gorgeous. Now move on, got the 812 super fast. Ooh, too bad we can't get a Novatec wide body for this one. The GTO in-game. Beautiful, sounds insane. And another one we could do the lowering glitch, and it's absolutely dropped. Looks amazing. This one, the Roma, newer one, again with the HSWs and again with the colored custom stock wheels. Like them. The Stinger GT right there. Crazy big body Grand Tourer, but with the HSWs, insane performance. And it's almost got the SUV Puro Sangue headlights going on that the new Ferraris are doing. Honestly, getting a Puro Sangue would be pretty sick. Or those new 12 cylindries. Then we got this one, the Turismo Amaggio. Looking good. Just some regular wheels actually. Some nice chrome wheels on it, carbon everywhere. And this one actually doesn't get driven much because compared to the other Ferraris, it's kind of one of the more tame ones, to be honest. But I love it. Got midnight silver on there, carbon full roof, carbon everywhere, of course, like basically all the cars except the classics. And then throwing it back, we got the GT500 and the Stinger. Some absolute classics in real life and in the game. Sound of this exhaust is top notch. Oh, the yayo. Have to get to that later. On some gold, nice shining rims. Got the racing livery on it, which not many do, so it's pretty rare if I actually rock the livery, which they do look good. Most liveries in the game, but it has to be like top tier if I'm gonna run it, because I do love the clean look. So this is one of the more simple, nice looking liveries. Kind of went for that racing theme on it. And then of course the Stinger, I think still to this day one of the most elegant, like insanely beautiful shaped cars ever. This thing is super clean. These body lines are nuts. Holy. It's fun to run through these. And again, this is kind of me also going to see again what I have and which cars I want to move to my new mansion. So kind of getting a nice refresher for all of us. Yeah, that is the Ferrari Grotti Garage. Had to rock the fit with it, of course. Yeah, let me know if you guys do enjoy the Grotti branding game. Definitely one of my favorites. Next we got another Italian supercar brand, so I'm sure you can guess what it might be. Let's get it. Of course, talking about the Raging Bull, we got the Lamborghini Garage right next to the Prancing Horse. Should I say right under it? I actually had all the muscle cars in this building for a long time, and then ended up moving them all around. Had to put the supercars in here. We'll start it off with the OG, the Gallardo in-game Vaca. You guys have seen Wildcat's IRL garage. He's got the LG RH8, he's got the Vaca, and he's got the Comet. Rocking the full-on garage. That thing is an OG, super clean car. Again, on the bennies, just to give it a little extra flair. Carbon everywhere. And then I recently picked up one of these. I realized I didn't have it, a Reaper, which again is like almost a Huracan. Just a crazy looking car. Stuck on those stock wheels. They just look crazy. Got the chrome lip, the logo on the center cap. And then again with the Tempesta. Stock wheels, and another one you can lower. Pretty sure you can lower the Reaper also, but it's already pretty dialed. And of course they're Lamborghinis. Same with the Vaca, actually, you can slam that one too. Most of these you can actually. the Urus, the old Countach. All these you could do the lowering glitch and just drop them right on the pavement. Fat carbon diffuser on it. Had to. Just murdered out. This thing screams. And fire it up. This one I got to. Sounds real nice. Yeah. Got the vodka over here. Got Tempesta. Gotta have the old Countach right next to the new modern version. And I love it because, of course, I had to do the Wolf of Wall Street edition. And then the new version even has similar but updated and modernized versions of the rims. So those are just the stock ones, custom painted with the champagne or probably gold on these ones. And we're rocking the red and maroon interior. Carbon everywhere, full carbon body. Crazy exhaust on this one as well. Beautiful looking car. Nice modernization of it. Got this full carbon struts. V12 back there chilling. Even the door cards are all carbon. Hey. This thing's sick. Got the pop down headlights. Throwback. Oh, that thing's too clean. And then got the Tauros, another one we could lower, and it just absolutely slams. Crazy performance and super fun to be able to have 4 people and just be able to go that fast. And then now we got the new one. We're getting into the V12s, which the Countaches do have, but this is the full lineup over here. The Ignis, got the Zentorno, absolute classic. We had to get similar matching specs with the Zentorno in the new version. Again with the maroon interior and custom painted stock wheels. I believe most of my cars are on Yankton, so that's how you can usually tell if they've been merged. But it's cool because some of the ones I merged, not only do they have the Yankton now, but they also got custom colored interiors, and they're not able to have that normally. Like there's no option to pick the interior color, but since I merged it, it just put red interior or something. Then of course the actual OG, some of all your guys' first ever supercars probably in the game if you've been around since the launch basically. Another one they gave additional customization because it's just been in the game for so long that they had to add some new upgrades to it. Oh, now this one contends for my favorite car in the whole game. I mean, the details on it, top notch. And again, with the stock wheels, that should tell you exactly what I'm about to say. Once you do the lowering and glitch on this one, the way that lip just perfectly, oh man, it just sits so flush. It's absolutely beautiful. I wish if you did the lowering glitch, you could store them like that, but all of these ones that have that just look absolutely perfect once you do that. And then to wrap it off, we got the final one. I think the Diablo in real life. We got the Infernus Classic right there. Gorgeous car. So much nice body lines, pop-up headlights, got the red interior, and of course, all the ones on this side. Full scissor doors. Cannot go wrong with the V12 Lambo. That thing's pretty dialed, actually pretty tame on the customization, but just a sleek, super fast car. Gotta have it. Wouldn't be full-on collection without these ones all right here. Let me know out of these ones, which one are you taking, or do you already own? Let's move right on to the next one. Get into the JDM. Now here we go. We got the Dinka Garage, or it's basically Nissan and Honda. Yeah, NIS, that's what they call it. Nissan and NIS, and then we got the Honda or Dinka brand. So of course, channel favorite, and also again a top favorite for the entire game. My baby right here. You guys remember this from a ton of videos. And of course, one that does the lowering glitch and absolutely slams right to the lip perfectly. Got the deep dish wheels on there, full race interior, NOS bottle ready to go. This thing just fully dialed. Had to put it in next to the new R35. another favorite for a long time. This was go-to for starting off and online. Gotta have the RH8, looking good. Got it next to the S13, which also has a crazy amount of modifications. Got on the champagne wheels, full drift interior. Got the e-brake ready to rip. The blast cannons out the back. This thing is dialed, and we can do the tuner update where you can put the airbags on it, or like this one, you could do now the drift tune on it so it actually slides like it has a full-on angle kit. Beautiful. And then this one as well, I believe we can put the new drift handling on, or keep it with just the airbags. Brand new Z, which is funny because that Z is actually the first modern Z we had, the arena version. So to finally have these newer modern Zs is pretty crazy, especially with the full wide body and everything we would want. They really cooked on those ones. That full tuner update, that was wild. Got it slammed on the Volks, 3-piece, and then of course, can't forget the new version. Got the 300R, the new Z right there. Carbon hood, deep dish wheels. Everything's fully dialed with that new updated design. Things looking beautiful. And then of course, our very first Z, which actually, yeah, this thing had the wide body too. The Arena Z. So maybe that would be more like a 370 and this would be like a 350, I guess. This one is ZR 380. Beautiful car. And just like the other Arena, this one actually could shoot out the nitrous out the back. And again, with the custom stock wheels, but painted. It's kind of sick just having the Fukaru, but that was before we had those updated tire lettering. Only thing is, of course, you got this crazy armored front windshield, but other than that, this thing is insane. Super clean. Love that thing in the dark red. Fully custom. And then moving on to, and I already can see the comments with the F1s. I will tell you now, the only few cars I have them on are the ones where it's pretty damn close. Like this right here in the front is basically good to go. The only thing is the back's a little, yeah, that's a low OD, but for the front and side profile views, it's so worth it. There's only a select few cars which we can put a wide body kit, but then simultaneously they don't change the fitment of the wheels when you do put the kit on it. So you end up with full hovercraft fitment. So I'd rather run the wide body and then merge it with F1s just to actually fill out the wide body than have it looking full UFO hovercraft. The wheels suck way in there. But again, one of the rare times I'm rocking the livery. If it works as good as it does here, I'm more than willing to rock those full-on liveries because it just works. Got the crazy Fukaru Karen livery. Looking good. Man, another one with insane exhaust sound though. This thing actually screams. And just so happens to work with the F1s. And like I said, other than trucks, there's only a very select few that I put the F1s on anymore. Gotta have one of these. S2000. Got the RT3000 drop top. I think it's too nice. I think I have two of these. So one I have the hard top version, more like a full-on time attack, and then this one's my street style build. Full carbon splitter. This thing's got slight wide body on it, but then again, one that was with the tuner, so it actually has the airbag, so we don't have to do the lowering glitch. You just actually lower it down in the menu. It's an option to just slam it and you air it out. That thing is sick. And again, this is actually me going quick through them, so we could do full on pop every door, check out the interiors, do a drive, but with all these cars, we gotta just keep it rolling. Again, Honda SJ Conjo, and then the new Civic, we got the Sugoi, looking good. Always like these, they look like they have wide bodies from factory. Front wheel drive. Got the Speed Racer Stormtrooper theme on a lot of them here, which you guys already know from me. But rocking the street wheels, full carbon hood, and then again, a rare livery. So this one's rocking the Wave livery. San Andreas. slammed on some sick chrome wheels. This was a super fun video. We did this full customization, took it out to a meet. But yeah, some of these cars haven't even seen a car show yet, so they're still waiting for their time. But then there's others where we've taken them to like 30 car shows. Yeah, that is the start to the JDM. That's obviously just barely getting into it. There's quite a few other JDMs, so let me know what you guys think. Then this brand and the Dinka starting it off, kicking it off strong. Let's get on to the next one. Next up, we got the Emperor, some more Dinka, and Karen. So to start it off, this is a must-have in any collection. I feel like the wide body, sick looking Vector. That thing slammed on the Benny's wheels, crazy paint job. This thing's got the air, so you could lower it, raise it, but even in this lifted up state, it's still slammed. Gotta have the Fudo GTX, similar in a lot of ways to the regular Fudo, just some more enhanced upgrades. And another one, I have the rare livery on, rocking the Stan San Andreas. Had to. Full initial D vibe. That thing is sick with the cage in there, just chilling. A very popular stance car, and obviously one that, you know, is one of the rare ones that when we lower it fully, it adds this insane camber on there. So definitely a go-to for the stance style car shows. And I drive this one a lot. I also have the original Sultan and the four-door version of the Sultan Classic somewhere around here. Then we got the S95. Yep. Next to the Conjo Ballista. This thing's got the HSW Rocket Bunny style front bumper with the fog lights on it. Surprisingly doesn't have a wide body for a car that I honestly see more of them wide body than non-wide body. But yeah, with the HSWs comes with a serious punch in the performance. Definitely a cool one to drive around. We got the Conjo Ballista, time attack style, but honestly slammed at the same time, stance style. I think this is the only car I have these wheels on. And another one, this livery is very subtle, but I guess I do have a livery on this one as well. One of the other ones that fully gets crazy camber once you lower it. Time attack, full diffuser on the back there, and I think one of the only ones I have a roof rack on. Typically don't go for that very often, but then boom, we're getting on to the good ones here. Got the Jester RR Liberty Walk full on. I used to have a picture on like modded Xbox 360 days. My full garage was all gold, but I think this is the only car I have in gold in the whole game. But I also have a couple other versions, like 2 other versions. Once they took that livery off, or gave us the ability, I guess, to take the livery off, I was like, oh yeah, full on Liberty Walk version. And then we got the slim stock body version. Jester RR looking good. That thing is so nice. Another one with the airbag, so once you take it out, it actually drops down. Or you can rock the drift handling on this one as well. And then, of course, next to the OG Mark IV, got the Jester Classic. This thing's so sick. Gotta have it on. The Volks right there. Full on insane performance, and we can do the lowering glitch. So I think this is one of the only ones not only drifts better, but also gets better top speed once you lower it. And it just happens to look better. Perfectly slammed to the wheels and got the full carbon just sitting on the pavement. Then again, another Jester. GTA being weird with their branding. This is definitely like a Acura NSX, I always thought. And then like the Masacaro, a rare one that you can basically do like full-on Benny's conversion, but just piece by piece. Take it from like a street stock looking car and put actual race style with the tow hook front bumpers. It's got like the clips on there. It's got the fuel filler coming out the window. Clipped on bumpers almost, like quick release. And all those like bolted side skirts. Full wing on the back, caged up. Got the roof scoop. I only put the roof scoop if it's actually a rear-mounted engine or a mid-engine. Only if it actually makes genuine sense. But then I got the vented fenders on it, carbon everywhere. next to the other race car, so it kind of ties in. We got the Emperor ETR1. So funny how they do the brands. These are like the only Emperors in the game, but I guess Lexus basically. And then they just threw in the NSX because we don't really have an accurate brand, so like, whatever, it's close enough. But I guess Honda and Acura would be close, and then you got Lexus and Toyota. But either way, let me know which one you guys like. I went ahead and threw on the this shirt a little too late. We already went by the LG, but still had to rock this one. Yeah, let me know out of these ones. And we're moving right on to the next one. Final garage of this building. Dang, I already missed it, but this will give you a hint. Oh, you probably saw it right there. Audi garage. I did have the Ubermacht fit as well. And some of them are just one like hoodie or something, but there's other brands. We got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets. But here we go, the Obey brand, or Audi. Let's see, we'll save the beauties for the last, but even though these are beauties as well. We got the AF Drafter, the Tailgater S. This thing's got a crazy V8 sound and honestly really good performance for not having HSW or something. This thing keeps up with the Lamborghini Urus. So that thing's a super crazy one for not having HSW. Then we got the Tailgater S next to Michael's original Tailgater. Another one that could have the lowering glitch and it looks 10 times better. Actually 100 times better, but super clean. You got Michael's car and then the new version. Basically RS3, I would say. Still want that RS6 and RS7, but this thing is nice. Oh, and I would have way rather taken a RSQ8 over this electric one, but speaking of electric one, the e-tron is actually super sick. This thing's got the active arrow wing on the back. This is one I was talking about. I did the merge glitch just to get these wheels, and I ended up getting full custom. It's kind of dark, but if you could see, it's like maroon interior, which on this car you're not able to select the interior color, so it just went on there. And it kind of went in a cool way where it's not even on the seats, it's just on the door panels, the steering wheel, and the dash. It actually works real nice. Yeah, with the active arrow. Honestly, hardly drive any of the electric cars, but if I do, it's usually this one. You could throw the ski box on it. Crazy build. This one does not take too long. We got the egg over here. Easily, this could have been an RSQ8 V8 wide body, but no. We got the electric one with the type hovercraft fitment, so there's that one. Oh yeah, we don't have bikes in this garage. Gotta have this one, full-on rally version, like the original iconic Audi rally cars. Obey Omnis. This thing is so sick. Another rare one with the livery, but with this thing you got to. Crazy blast pipes out the back, the fat wing, full-on wide body basically. Straight up race interior, carbon buckets. It's got the plexiglass windows for the lightweight. Fog lights for when you're ripping through the forest. And then we'll get on to the supercars. Of course, you got the new Audi R8s or 10F wide body. And this one, actually both of them, got the twin turbo kits. This one's got the bumper delete, so you could really see the twin turbos. Definitely was hyped when they added this one. I went ahead for the forged carbon on this build, just since you could put it absolutely everywhere. Got the skirts, diffuser, canards, hood, roof, everything. And then this one, just the regular weave carbon. But the wide body looks so good. Fits perfectly. That would be a good one to actually do the lowering glitch, but I doubt that would work. So most of the newer cars we can't. But speaking of lowering glitch, this one actually slams to the ground, and the fitment again, fully dialed. It's just right there. Exactly how we want it to be. Got the modded color on it, and of course next to the drop top version, so similar with the new 10F, we got the 9F drop top version in red, and then we got the coupe fully murdered out. Yeah, red, and then got the murdered out one, wide body. So I like continuing those specs and keeping them similar just to have them all next to each other, but also the main reason I want to do this video, because it's literally like my ultimate collection. As good as it's ever been, even better than my old modded account where I had everything. went ahead and just got everything again and then some and made it even better. So let me know out of this one, which one are you guys liking the most? Definitely got a sweet spot for that classic 9F right there. One of the original affordable supercars in the game. Gives me the classic good old Iron Man vibes. Yeah, that's the Audi garage and the last garage in this building. So we'll head right on to the next one. So we'll go ahead, take a break from the normal garages since this one's right down the street. And you got the nightclub over here. So this definitely would be a good one to add into the Ubermacht or BMW garage. But one I've been driving a lot, so I just got it right here in the service bay in the nightclub. We'll head on down the elevator here and see what we got. So for this one, we got the BF garage, all the VWs, and then a couple of random cars thrown in. But we got 2 BF Surfers, and this one's actually a Surfer Custom, which I kind of forgot. We did get a new custom version of the Volkswagen bus. I already had 2 of them here. And then we of course have the Bug here, fully slammed. I love this thing. Full on beach version, fitting right next to the BF Bifta that was in the Beach Bum update. But that thing's just slammed. In the full insane looking blue paint. Got the surfboard ready to rip. Got the sand tan brown interior. Classic plate on there, of course. That thing's just so clean. You got the injection right behind the Weevil right there. Off-road version. Got the sand tires on it. That thing is a must-have too. This thing just slammed. Got the crazy spoiler on there. Like I said, we could fully dive in, pop all the doors, take all these for a drive, but we'd be here for a couple years. Then we got this thing, the BF Club. Crazy, just hatchback. Got the livery on it. Carbon trunk. We got the speakers ready to bump. Look at those cars we've taken out. Sticker bomb. This is one of the craziest builds for sure. Just most wacky and outlandish, but so is this car. So kind of gives it a little flair. And then of course the buggy, the actual dune buggy. Gotta have one of these. Thing's ready to rip through the desert. Take it out to Blaine County, tear it up. And then some random ones. Is this a BF? No, this is an Albany. So Cadillac and a Rolls Royce just randomly. It just so happens to be the full-on Ghostbusters. I know I have another version of this, which is not the wagon. It's the regular Albany Brigham. This one, of course, is the full-on Ghostbusters. No idea why it's in this garage. Just this is where it lives. And the Rolls Royce just randomly threw them in there. Some of the garages, there's just actually too many vehicles in one brand, and then other garages, there's not enough to fill a whole garage with one brand. So fun garage, a lot of the beach vibes for sure with this one. All the VW buses, and the only thing that I am missing now I think about it is the rat rod version, which I think you have to take one of these in and convert it, maybe Benny's or the Arena, I forget. I don't think I've ever had the rat version of the Weevil, but maybe one to do soon. Yeah, let me know what you think. Right on to the next one. Of course, you gotta have the all-American Jeep garage here. Started off with the OG. Got the friggin' Vapid Winky, which that is actually random. I just realized that's actually the Ford brand in game. So maybe some lore there I'm missing, or who knows. But starting it off to kind of the off-road style. We have full-on truck garage and plenty of other off-roads to get into, but a lot of the off-road ones look good with the F1 wheels, so went ahead and threw them on there. Again with the Beach Bum update, you got the Kalahari, the classic Seminole, original looking Jeep, and then we even got the version from Goonies right here pretty much. The Frontier, that thing's sick. Could do an off-roading one with this. Probably, this is what I thought the one car was, the Helion, but that's actually the Nissan. This one is looking good on the F1s. Got the KC lights up on there. And then regular Mesa. Got the Terminus. Got the Mesa lifted edition, stolen from the mercenaries. And this one's without the back on it, and some of them have the back part, like those two. This one's got the exposed, full top off. And then we got the Jeep Gladiator version, Camacho. This thing looks gnarly with the F1s. Also one of my favorite. Got the rear winch and the front rear winch. I just noticed that. Huge light bar on it. Doesn't even fit in the spot. Love it. This thing is random. Free crawler. I had to just get one of those to add to it. It's Jeep Garage, and honestly I'd never even seen this in the game or owned it. But like a crazy concept modern version of a Jeep, basically. One I've never seen. And then we got, of course, had to get Trevor's weapon here, the Bodhi. Looking good, of course, with the long horns on it. Kept it in red, just like in story mode, but a little bit upgraded with the F1 crazy looking wheels. From the story mode to online, definitely a fun one to have. Yeah, that is all the Jeeps in the Beklzzz garage. And one Vapid, I guess. That is news to me, but definitely old Billy's Jeep, so maybe Ford was making them to start off. I don't know. Some hidden lore there I'll have to look into. Definitely drop a comment. Which one do you like the best out of these right here? Got some solid lineups, and we're only getting started. This one I kind of skipped over, but that one was pretty recently a new version of the Jeep. So new I hadn't even put the F1s on it yet, or the regular one, but this is kind of like street version of the Jeep. This is not full on like actual lifted Jeep right there anyway. Yeah, this one might look kind of good with them, but then we did get those newer updated off-road treads and stuff, so those actually look pretty good. And then cool to have a newer Jeep. I had some crazy upgrades on it at first. I kind of dialed it back a bit. But yeah, just like those new modern Jeeps, you can get the red interiors and stuff. I'm liking it. Some updated taillights. Definitely brought it into the modern era from this right here. So yeah, let me know. On to the next one. So with this garage here being the final garage in the nightclub and in this location, one of the ones that have a very random collection of cars, and it's the first one having kind of a totally random non-themed garage. This car I've never driven yet. Aha, this is the one that's from the trailer. Yeah, it was the Cheetah, the original Growdy. Kind of similar though, but again, like I said, some Ferraris and stuff, they just don't have enough space for them. Got a little extra Lambo over there. It's actually another second one. Then we got the Phoenix, and we got the new G35 FR36. Got the Infernus Classic, and there it is, the original Sultan RS. Of course, I gotta have one of these. Benny's wheels, can do the lowering glitch on that. But this is just kind of the first random, totally bunched together version I have. So I have a couple of them like that, but most of them are on theme. I'd say 95% are fully brand themed, but kind of also fun to just have random garages with them all thrown together. Got the Coil Brawler, the Coil Radeon, got the Coil Voltic, so kind of a little theme here. This is also another electric car, so gotta put those together. Hijack Chameleon. What's this one even called? Totally brand new brand. Panade Le Cruz. That thing is crazy. Carbon fiber everywhere, and it has HSWs. I think I've driven it one time since I bought it, but no idea what that's supposed to be. It's just insane car to have, I guess, in here. That's why I just kind of threw them in with all the random ones. And then this one also super fun car, but fully brand new brand, the Fathom. Don't think we have any other brand that's that, so it's kind of why I didn't really know where to place it. So it's just here. When I come here, I could just have quite a wide range of stuff to go grab. So this one has the drift tune, of course, but I think one of the only ones with the drift tune to keep a very stance look to it, still lowered and clean. So yeah, out of these ones, it's probably this one my favorite right here, or the Sultan RS. Doing the lowering glitch, just getting that thing fully dialed. I think the Tesla we might be able to do the lowering glitch too, but there's a few that I forget if we can do them or not. Yeah, that was the last garage here from the nightclub. Let me know what you think. And then of course, gotta have the in this garage. Got the Again, another kind of combined brand, but Bentley and Rolls-Royce. Starting off, we got the Cullinan, got the old school, the Stafford, the Jubilee. Gotta have the classic and the big body. Be cool to get a wide body kit for the Cullinan. Then, of course, the elegant and classic old school Rolls-Royce big body. Got it next to the Phantom. Again, another one would be cool to get a new updated Phantom, new updated Ghost maybe. Or they do have that Spectre, which is like the only car that makes sense being electric, but if you're taking a V12 out for electric, it's almost even worse. Come on now. But then this one, another one that could stand super clean. So once you lower that thing down, it looks insane, but also it's a Rolls Royce. So I think that one actually have lifted up just because, again, the Wraith right here, another one that could stance and looks super clean, and the 4-door. This is just the Windsor and the Windsor drop. So both of those could be stanced out and look super clean. This one's just basically the same thing with 2 more doors, and you could drop the top, which is crazy for a 4-door, but pretty sick at the same time. On some Benny's wheels. And then moving to the Bentley style ones. This is actually the newest one we've got. Another car I haven't even made a video on, but I've been driving it and having it for a while. Paragon S, and then I believe, yeah, those are the Paragon as well. Paragon R and the Deity, which this one, don't even have to say much. That thing is already slammed and super clean, just the same style as the Coupe, but also I think kind of better. It's almost like the, shoot, I can't think of it right now. Got the Continental, and then I think it starts with the M, but the 4-door version of the Bentleys, super clean. And then it would be nice to get a newer Bentayga, but this is kind of the closest thing we have to the Bentayga right here. SUV, of course, the original Cognoscenti 55, 4-door sedan version of the Bentley. And I think we have one other version of it, which is just the non-long wheelbase version. So went for the long wheelbase version. If I'm getting the Bentley, might as well be a limo. But yeah, both of these newer updated versions are super fast. The D80, while being slammed and looking that good, it's got carbon everywhere, carbon grill, carbon splitter, all over. Getting carbon window trim, sweet looking exhaust and diffuser on these. And this one actually kept it pretty tame. I think there's some other upgrades we for sure could have done to the coupe, but this one's pretty simple looking. Especially with that VIP mob boss status version right there. Don't really need it. And then another one with the stock wheels just rocking, but crazy to see these ones next to each other with the new, brand new version. So this one's got even kind of more crazy upgrades. The Paragon S. It's looking good. Deep dish chrome wheels on there, the red accents. I like that one a lot. Super fast car as well. Yeah. It's a quick rundown through the luxurious cars there. Got this in the penthouse, the original apartment that everyone in GTA was rocking. So finally, we're gonna have a house that's actually better than a penthouse, full-on mansion. Let's go to the next one. Now here we got quite the drastic switch up from Rolls and Bentleys to the big body trucks. All types of trucks in here. Got the Raptor, got the Saddler. We got some slammed classic trucks, GMC, and we even got Ironhide over here. Full on monster truck, Super Duty in the corner. Of course, most of them with the F1s just because of how badass it looks. With the extra poke, and it's got the extra tread on it. Works really well for the trucks. So that's why most of the cars are not going to have F1s anymore, but all the trucks, oh yeah. I mean, that Sand King, sheesh. Sand King, funny enough, was the first vehicle in the whole game I ever saw with F1 swapped onto it. And I was like, okay, how is that happening? How is that possible? How do I do it ASAP? And then that was kind of when my whole F1 thing took over. But we got all types. We got the Bronco, Riata, we got the Sand King XL, we got the Guardian, or Ironhide, actual Guardian right there. Trophy truck, which sounds nasty on startup. Thing rips in the dunes. Gotta fire it up for the one time. What else we got over there? Yeah. Oh, that thing's goated right there. Only a few cars sound like that in the game. Got the Bobcat, one of the rare ones with the tow hook on it, so you actually pull a boat or trailer on there. This thing's got a V10 apparently. Chill out. I like that one. And then we got the two slam vans, the Lost Slam Van and the Slam Van Custom. This one's got the full hydraulic setup. Super clean. Another rare feature, like there's so many just one-off or rare features, but I think this is the one where it's basically got airbags, but it only goes up when you start driving. It's not like a toggleable airbag or hydraulics, but yeah, the Saddler, got the car 4x4, and the Contender as well. So some of these are also the XL version, like this one, Bobcat, and the Sand King. So there are other versions, like a crew cab version you can get, but of course I had to go for the full cab. Extended truck bed, the long bed, it's looking good. Bronco, crazy. It's like almost a modernized Bronco, so actually pretty similar. I think they released this one before the new Broncos even came out, which they tend to do with quite a few cars. They actually release cars way before they even are released in real life, and then they actually happen. So pretty sick. Rare off-road garage, but we do have them. And this particular garage location, or apartment I should say, I haven't been to in a long, like definitely the longest out of any other garages. So for me it's super fun to just go back into them. And I know some of these are rare, so definitely fun to see them all again. And again, finding those contestants for the new mansion garage, which ones we want to take. So let's get it to the next one. And here we have the full-on Lampadati garage. Starting off, we got the Viserys, the Michelli GT, we got the Pigale, the Ford GT, Cinquemila, Lampadati, big body. We got the Novak, Kamada, ooh, rally, Tropos rally car. This one's insane, based off of the same chassis and engine as the Apollo. Got the Tigon and the Corsetta. That thing is looking good. Lampadati, definitely one of the top brands as well. In my book, the styling as well. I mean, look at this thing. On the Bennies, gotta have the Viserys. One of these pulled up at the very first drag event I hosted. Got the super thick tires, wide body. And of course, got it merged with the Yankton. That thing is super nice. Oh, you can't even see a plate on this one, but has the wheel, so I already know. Do the wide body on there, but more clean and molded version, the one without the bolts on it. I think this one as well has that same exhaust sound. Speaking of exhaust sound, this one's good too. The Michelli GT with the gold wheels. Kind of like almost a rally style with the bumper delete. Got the cage in there. And we got the racing tape over the headlights. But yeah, let me see the startup on this one. Oh, I levitated. Yeah. Ooh, super gnarly V8 grumble. That thing just sounds cammed out. We got this one, the Pagani. Cool looking Euro plate on it. Another rare feature some cars have. That European plate. Looking good. The Maserati brand, they definitely crush it. This was one of my top favorite cars, funny enough, for a long time, just based off of the styling. I always was driving this thing around at some point. Another one that could be lowered and it looks 100 times better. And then this one's one of the newer Maseratis we've gotten. This thing looks good. I like the styling on it, the lights, got carbon everywhere, and it's pretty quick. Big body, looking good. Then the SUV, another one that could be lowered with the glitch and actually slams, super nice. Got the Benny's wheels on it, looking good. Right here next to the Alfa Romeo. So that one's more of like the Kamada's more Alfa Romeo to me. For sure, especially that front grille. But they just threw it in with the Maserati. And then another one where you cannot change the interior color. So it just happened to get that. That's usually how it is when the seats aren't changed. But
Still goes on the doors and dash, which I think is almost cooler. Keeps it kind of low key and subtle. Got the stacked pipes kind of diagonal. That thing has the exhaust note of the other car with the wide body, the crazy crackle burble tune. So only those two cars have it, this one and that other one. And I believe you can lower this one as well. And just like all the other ones you can lower, fitment's on point. As well as this one can be lowered, but definitely might not want that for a rally car. One of the most beautiful rally cars ever. I think it's basically like a Lancia with the pop-up headlights. Oh, that thing's nice. And of course, gotta have this one. Tigran. Looking good. Got the exhaust straight out the top of the trunk there. E12 just chilling, wrapped in carbon. Again with the crazy suspension back there. That thing is so good looking. I think when you pop the front clam on it, this whole thing like pops up forward, and then this whole thing pops out to the back. Looks like a full-on transformer. And you got the butterfly. Actually, that's the gull wing doors right there. Full carbon tub. Man, manual. What a sick car. Love how they kept it pretty close to the real life version. And I have two of these, the Corsetta. Looking good. Also with the scissor butterfly doors. Carbon everywhere. This thing is fast. Super glad it's not an EV, but you'll see all the EVs that are crazy and cool I just have shoved in some back garage that I hardly use. Like, they look good, but probably never drive them. Yeah. Again, another one with the stock wheels, because look at those wheels. I mean, for one, it's cool that they're unique to this car, but also full chromed out, just crazy designs that don't have on any other rim. It's not even close to that. Definitely let me know, what is your favorite one out of the Lampadati garage? I don't know even which one mine is if I had to pick. Yeah, with that, we'll get on to the next one. Let's see what we got. This one's right across the street, and I don't even remember what we have in here. Ah, more Albany. Okay, so we had a few Albany before, or no? Did we? Yeah, I think we saw a couple of them, but actually I'm not sure. So the full-on Cadillac garage here. And this one is almost like a Lincoln Town car, or also the Ford Taurus, I think it's called, or whichever that Ford, can't even think of it. Shoot. Either way, it's supposed to be like an old Caddy, I guess. Maybe Caddy had a model like that. Got the CTSV, which we do need a new CT5V. That'd be kind of sick. We already got the new Escalade over there. Then we got the original Cavalcade Escalade. And then they updated it to this version. This one, I think we can get the speakers in the back. Oh, yeah. Got the full system in the back. On the Benny's wheels, of course. Murdered out. Custom body kit. Then we got this one. Bit updated version. And then we finally got the new Caddy. And I do have one of these with the wide body kit. You can see the wheels are already kind of in there, so you already know I threw F1s on it. With the wide body kit, it fits pretty good. Then this version just got murdered out, slammed to the ground. Crazy lights on it, just like the real life version, just basically the whole length of the car. Looking clean, in true Caddy classic fashion. And then another rare lowrider car, but kind of low key. This one actually, once you open it, it's anything but low key. Got screens everywhere, iPads and speakers. They all glow with neons too once you turn it on. Got all the switches hidden in the trunk, which again, if we were doing a crazy deep dive, I would show you every car and pull them out, pop the hood, pop the trunks. It's even more cool stuff that we're not even seeing, but pretty sick nonetheless. Got the Emperor here, got the Manana, another lowrider maybe, or no? I don't think this one is, but definitely gives the lowrider vibe. This one is right here. Albany Buccaneer. And then this one, I think the second one after that truck, the Hermes, that has the airbags, but not the toggable airbags. It's like airbags right when you press the gas, it just raises up, and as soon as you stop, it drops down again. So funny how these features kind of are all over the place, and certain cars get certain things and other ones don't. So it's just crazy how much variation we've got over the years. But then this one has the full-on hydraulics, just like the Primo at the end. That thing's got the hydraulics as well. This one's got the champagne wheels, more like a 2000s era, and then these are back to like the 80s and 90s right here. Definitely a sick one, the Buccaneer. Already a sick muscle car without the hydraulics or lowrider upgrades. So definitely had to get the full Benny's custom version on that one. Nice maroon interior, sitting on the blades. Yeah, another garage where it's kind of hard to pick. Honestly, all the garages, it's hard to pick a favorite out of all of them, especially when it's more all over the place like these ones. You got SUVs, coupes, sedans, lowriders, classics. So definitely let me know what you think of these ones. Keep it on rolling. And this one's gonna be our last apartment garage. Again, looking for those contestants for the new... Oh, I had the wrong fit on there. Just thinking this is the Vapor garage. We're gonna get to that soon. Crazy cars in this one. Wow, I haven't seen these in a minute. That's actually a Grotti. You got the Weenie Issies, Mini Coopers, and then these are basically the Fiats, but they put them in the same brand as Ferrari, which makes sense. Fiat and Ferrari, both same company. And then this one actually has 3 different brands in it, which wouldn't be the first time we had 3, but the Batsus over here. And then funny enough, they've made the Evo a Karen. So some people do say this is supposed to be a Subaru maybe, but to me it's just always been the Evo. I mean, look at that front end. And then we can't get the armored version of the Kuruma, which I know I've had multiple at some point. But then also this one, the monstrosity Batsu. That thing is sick. Which that should actually be over there, but gets a little tight once you start cramming them all in. So of course you got the Brizio and the Brizio 300 wide body. Classic Fiat, crazy body kit on there. Got the Benny's wheels on it, got the hood popped. Insane build. And then we got the newer version, RA, carbon wide body on it. Insane, similar to the Panto almost. Which now I think about it, I don't know if I have a Panto, but looking good. Then we got the Penumbra. This one's regular Penumbra. And then we got Penumbra FF, so just a newer version of the Eclipse, which is funny. I think that's one of the only times it's pretty much the same model that they're trying to make, but they look different. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't different versions of the Eclipse. Maybe I'm wrong there, but yeah, maybe there was. I'm not sure on that one though. Similar car, the Eclipse, but 2 different versions of it basically. So this was one of the original, like, quote unquote tuner cars in the game when we could do the lowering glitch on, and had some pretty good customizations for when it came out. Then we got this one with the tuners update, and it has the airbag so you could toggle it lowered or raised up. And definitely had a fun time when that one came out, made a video on it. Got the Kuruma. This one has the HSW, so for SUV off-road, it's actually very fast. And then we got the Rally Issy Sport. This one's sick. Another one, I think maybe 4 or 5 tops that are like non-off-road cars that have F1s. But again, it was only the ones that you could put a wide body on, and without putting F1s, you had full-on hovercraft fitment. So again, back a little questionable, but the front is pretty much dialed, and I have it lowered too. So if you raise it up, it kind of looks even more clean and not as crazy, but I like that one. Good performance. And then we got the new version. This is the Rally, actually, the SC Rally, and as well HSW, so just a new version of the Mini Issy. And this thing is sick. Basically has its own little wide body. Got it murdered out, crazy interior, like full on race car, but kind of low key with it. And looking good for an updated version. So we actually have 3 different versions of Mini Coopers in here. Actually 4. We got the original, almost forgot, with the surfboard on it, and another rare one with the kind of European style bumper. So this is the classic, ready to rip down to the beach, but it actually subtly has carbon fiber everywhere, which is kind of cool for classics. That would be almost like a resto mod, just fully dialed in. Swap a brand new engine in there from the modern era and you're good to go. And then of course just the normal version you can see driving around on the street, drop top. Just some funny cars. This is right alongside the off-road garage. I have not been in this garage in a long time, so fun for me to see them all again, kind of run through them. So still a theme garage for the most part, but then you do have 3 different brands just thrown in, but pretty similar, at least the Fiats and the Mini Coopers for sure. Then after this we got the crazy garages, so onto the office garages, and I'm pretty sure I'll go ahead and show you guys we got vehicles up there in the facility. Those are what you'd expect to find vehicles at the facility, and I don't think I've ever showed any of them in any videos, but if you guys know the crazier vehicles in this game, which there are a ton, you could probably imagine which ones are up in there. Now this is definitely going to give it away, at least one of the first brands that's over here, but first look into the office garage, and definitely something I'm hoping will be similar to our new mansion garages that we have on the way. So again, still scouting out for which cars we want to move over there, but definitely a good mix in this garage for sure, just because we have so many spaces in here. And we'll see what we got. Start it off. So of course, the benefactor Mercedes brand in game. Starting it off strong with the AMG 1, we got the Krieger next to the Schlagen GT, got the Feltzer, and the V12 Shafter, got that new one, Vorschlaghammer, next to the Glendale, the old school big bodies, and this one as well can get the new drift upgrade, which is pretty sick. This one can do the lowering glitch on as if it's already not slammed enough. That thing could just get dumped on the ground, which is sick for an old school big body Benz. Then we got this new one, just super clean, almost chaser style upgrades, but it's what you'd pretty much see on these cars. Tried to keep it kind of tasteful and simple, but also this thing is just sick. Got the champagne finish wheels, the chrome lip, going along with that chrome bumper, the wood trim. That thing is sick. Next to its modern new version, the V12, arguably one of the nastiest sounding engines in the game. Love this AMG right here. Ooh, and if we had a year to make this video, I'd show you every single car sound that was worth it at least, but almost all of them are pretty nice in their own way. But we'll just show the top tier ones, just to save you guys some time, because there is a lot of whips to run through. The coupe, this one can be lowered, that one also can be lowered, and the V12 can be lowered with the glitch and look absolutely stunning. Just land on the ground. Honestly, peak in my opinion. It's the best way to drive them and have them. And then of course the AMG 1. I had to have it. So then we'll move on to the next floor. Like I said, kind of a random bunch, I'm sure, especially once we get to the top area, because it doesn't look as good as the bottom, but still going with the G-Wagon and Mercedes theme. That's just how many Mercedes. That's why you can see I had to put it to this garage, just because of the amount that has been added. We'll see if we get some new G-Wagons too, but if you know, you know. This one is super rare. Got the full murdered out version, still on the stock wheels. Got the murdered out badges, everything. The 6x6, of course. The V12. Gotta have this. Could take 6 people in this car. Or truck, my bad. Then we got the regular G-Wagon. The normal badges. Got the chrome wheels on there. Looking good. And then we got, another amazing sounding exhaust. This one also recently got the HSW, so even better handling, top speed, braking, everything. Nice looking whip right there. Sterling GT, the original SL, looking so good. Next to that we got the coupe version of the V12 Schwarzer. And then I believe this is the non-long wheelbase version. Oh no, this is the long wheelbase version. Okay. So downstairs we just had the regular Shafter V12, and this is the Shafter V12 long wheelbase. Looking good. Same car, also can be lowered, even though this one's already pretty slammed in the back. And then randomly you got the Class A Rancher. So like I said, some random other cars that definitely could have been in the other garages, but I just had to pick and choose which ones I actually wanted to be in there. So that is the wrap for the benefactor Mercedes vehicles. Let me know which ones do you guys rock with the most. And then let's see the randomness up here real quick. Go through it kind of fast. Yep, just some duplicate cars or ones that just not sure where to put because the other branded garage is already full. Another Bugatti, gotta have another RH8 LG Retro. I think I probably have even more. Got the new Ranger 3000. That thing's like the new Tahoe basically. Being that it's the Class A brand, and then that one definitely could have people hanging on the side. This one's the Warner, looking good, Volcar Warner. I had to actually get this through the auto shop. A customer brought it in and I just bought it off him because I realized I didn't have one of these, and it was after they had already removed them. So another one we could lower with the glitch and some pretty good mods for it. Very JDM style, so suits it well. Almost like a Bozuzoku, crazy extended hood, splitter looking good on there. Fits the vibe. Another one we could do lowering glitch, and this one as well. Second version of the Trojan, and another big body Oracle. Got the GTB, looking good. That thing's nice right there. And then the new version of the Class A Walton. This one was actually implemented not that long ago. So another Class A that just wouldn't fit. So I guess we got that other Class A right downstairs we could add in and just put another like McLaren or the Bugatti down next to the Mercedes. We could have the two Class A's at least close, but they're both trucks, so it kind of work. Let's go to the second level. So here we got just another eclectic group of supercars. So second 812. We got another Comet S2. This one more like a full track build, murdered out. Then we got another Karate, but this one honestly should be a McLaren in my opinion. Vision. This thing is basically like a P1 GTR, especially in the tail lights and the rear chassis mounted wing. Got the rain light as well. Stock wheels on this thing are just goated in my opinion. They look so good. I had them at some point in custom paint, but they also look good in silver, kind of gray. Got the center caps on there. This one, a Pegassi, so the Lamborghini brand, but that one always threw me off. Definitely a Pagani Huayra. So I think this is our only Pagani car now that I'm thinking about it, which is actually insane. They need to add more Paganis. That'd be so sick. Then we got the Ocelot X821, another Pegassi, the Monroe on the champagne wheels. This one is sick. Actually, now I'm remembering, this is the third and only other car that has the same exhaust note with the crazy crackle tune pop kind of sound, but got the diamond stitch full carbon tub. Super good hypercar. Use that one a lot. Kept the stock wheels again. And then the Monroe, the classic Lamborghini. I think the Miura is what it is in real life. On the champagne wheels, looking good. Threw on the dark blue navy paint. Oh, got the Starbucks in there. Gated shifter. Thing is looking good. Yeah, some random cars again. GTA back on it. Rockstar with their weird combining of certain cars into brands that aren't the actual brands, but just odd since we actually have the brands in game. Oh yeah, we're getting a real wild, crazy combo now, which that's just coming from me having all my garages themed, so they're just kind of randomly thrown together. But then we haven't got to the Dodge garage yet, or Chevy and Mustang Ford garage. These are just kind of random Vado Dodge cars. Got the hot ring NASCAR version of the Hellfire and the police version of the Hellfire. Gauntlet Interceptor. Kind of random and crazy, so didn't know exactly what to do with them. And then we also just got this not that long ago. The Dorado. Got the Durango Dodge in here on the F1s. Another Suburban, the older version of the Granger. Chilling right there. Ready to pull up. We got another Class A Impaler. I think maybe this is the second version of the car or not. I'm not sure, but this would be the second version. Oh, this thing looks so good. The other one obviously we had is the Ghostbuster car. So this one, the rear door is just full on sedan. Super clean looking caddy style. Crazy rear tail fins. That thing is beautiful with the side pipes. And another Lamborghini Urus over there. So let's see. I have to see how many of those I have. It's fun to see the duplicate cars, but that's definitely the second Lamborghini Urus there. Saw the second Comet S2. What else we got? Oh, another one kind of random. Could be in the BMW garage. It also kind of looks like a Cadillac at the back. So just, again, GTA being random. Guess this is supposed to be a BMW, maybe like a 7 Series, but I don't know. Crazy. We got a Grotty Stinger. This is actually the drop top version, so we do have it. For some reason, I thought maybe I didn't. We have literally another Penumbra, which I kind of forgot. Don't know why I have 2 of these. And then again, another car I have not shown on the channel, but it's kind of new. The Astro GZ. Got the Nebula Turbo. Calico, looking good. Which brand is this again? Karen. So some of these could totally be in the garage. And sometimes they do swap them out, but have not really shown this one. And the Volcar, we've had this one for a while, but someone, the first time I saw it, they pulled up to the drag meet and were just drifting around the whole parking lot. Crazy twin turbos out the hood. Got the Louis Duffel bags. It's more like a crate on the roof. Ready to go. I think second on the gold wheels. And then this is basically, I think it's a Toyota Camry pretty much. So I haven't shown it yet, but that one is relatively new to online. Just like the old Mercedes and the new Bentley. There's just quite a few that have been released. I haven't even made videos yet. Oh, and we got the RX-7, of course. CR350 right there. Next to the Previon, which is the second one. Actually, no, I'm thinking of my Batsu Penumbra. This is a different one. Previon. So, still got the Karens next to each other, but... And then this, I guess. Keeping the JDMs kind of close to each other. Yeah. That is the final level on this garage, so we'll head down to the third garage and see what's in that final one. And again, this is definitely where we're getting to the more random, just kind of whatever we wanted to throw in here. But see, most of them are Ocelot to start off with. Right there, and then yeah, I guess all these ones are Ocelot, so it's still branded, still themed actually. The full electric version of the Virtue right there. Very beautiful looking car. I think it's the Evora in real life. Then we got the Penetrator. Got the Pariah. These ones are looking good. These stock wheels too. Totally unique and crazy, so I had to keep them, of course. Some of them I just can't pass it up when they're that good looking. Crazy. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one does have the crazy doors as well. Full electric. And this one I want to say is V12. Oh yeah. Pariah. Once the fastest car in the entire game. Ocelot has some pretty good bangers, to be honest. We got the F620. Oh, this one's crazy clean. The Lynx. Another one with the lowering glitch that looks absolutely perfection. It just lowers right to the lip, and then on these stock wheels, again, super unique looking stock wheels, and it gives that kind of lip, a poke on there.
So once you drop it down, it just sits perfectly flush. Really clean styling. Got the quad exhaust. And then again, quad exhaust on this one. We got the jugular. And then this is the one I was trying to think of with the wide body. The third car that has that crazy crackle tune pop with the bangs. Just like the other Ocelot supercar. And the Lampadati. This thing is looking good. Did the glitch to get the wing off it because technically you're not supposed to really get the wing off. There's no option for no wing, but there was a way to glitch it out. We got the Benny's wheels on it, murdered out, carbon roof. And again, one you could do lowering glitch with, I'm pretty sure. The front lights look good. It always kind of gave me AMG GT63 coupe looking grille. So I like that, even the headlights. So full custom interior, red, got the carbon seats, carbon everywhere, diamond stitching. That thing's nice. And the sound of it is really good. It's fired up. Ooh, got some burbles on it. Nice bass, deep kind of growl. Yeah, that's all the Ocelots. Let's see if there's any more right above it. Nope. Then we're moving on to some Vapids. Got some JDM Ferraris. Oh, see the Apollo IE, Senna. Okay, just random. Got the Hot Knife and the Hustler. The two full-on hot rod, straight up classic cars. Had these ones forever. I think the Hustler was definitely after and a bit newer, but the Hot Knife was in the game since the beginning. Crazy drag tires on this one, threw the F1s on it just because. Got the exhaust right off the headers. Full wood grain interior. This thing is sick. How do these sound? I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, they have their own kind of classic sound to them. Then we got the Silvestra. Got the Bastia GTS. Oh, this is one of the top tier JDM cars. This should honestly be in the JDM garage with the other GTRs. Looking good with that wide body. Again on the custom stock painted wheels. Got the full harnesses, carbon diffuser, quad tailpipes, and can do the lowering glitch, of course. And like all the other ones they can. Perfectly goes right to the wide body. This one's pretty cool. GTS, very sick Ferrari in real life. Like the, I think it's the FF. That thing is so nice. And then this one, random and out there, the Apollo IE, basically, is what I've always compared it to. The Tyrant. This car is like an extra oversized big body. It's just the panels, the way how wide it is, or maybe just how it looks. But definitely, if you were wondering how I'm getting the Apollo IE, it's mainly this tail light and back end with this wing. That's the closest thing I could think to it. Got the crazy doors and everything, so of course had to go for the purple and gold, similar to the real life Apollo. Crazy looking, and it's an overflood, so actually, yep, there is one more version, so technically this would be a Koenigsegg in the game. Another case of them just jumbling cars into the same brand. Then another version of the Infernus, looking good. And we got the Emirates in-game version of the Senna right there. So definitely another Progen that could be in the other garage, but just works with the cars that are in there, so ended up over here. So that's why it's kind of funny. All these other themed garages, they actually have way more cars that could be added into them. It's just limited to 10 slots, so throw them into the overflow. Wow, I do have another. Okay, see, that just tells you how long I have not been up here. We have another version of the Ghostbusters one, but non-Ghostbusters edition. The crazy fins. This is the Brigham, so it's actually a fully different car. It's just the wagon version. Look at that back window's insane. Albany. Do you have two versions? Oh, okay, I thought this was that new one that we already just looked at. We have the off-road version of Yosemite, so we have the Drift Yosemite, we have the regular slammed Yosemite, and we have the Rancher version. So the off-road edition lifted. It's got some subtle carbon, the bull bar on the front, nice cage, and the clean-looking truck on the F1s. So we have 3 different variants of it. We got the armored version of the Bentley, Paragon R, another Z, another Ocelot that didn't make it down there, another Lampadati, and we got the Rumpo Custom. So that'll wrap it up for the whole office garage. A pretty crazy amount of cars that are just in this one building. Yeah, this one is sweet. Could do lowering glitch on there, I think, as well as this one. Just kind of random. Just cars I've had forever, so didn't know really what to do with them, or duplicates. So either duplicates or different versions. Armored, got a more street style version instead of the Ghostbusters, and then you got the off-road version of this. Just some extra versions that definitely could be added in with them, just not enough slots. So here they will live. Let's get on to the next location. Now we got the agency garage, which is arguably my favorite building as a whole. If I had to choose the cars to put into the new mansion, I could definitely see me taking a lot of the cars that are in here. But this will give you a hint what we got here. The original Corvette Coquette Blackfin. We can get another one rocking the stock wheels, lowering glitch if you want, side pipe. Got the whole roof gone. That thing's really clean. Next to Franklin's new car. Got the security SUV, the Rolls-Royce chauffeur vehicle there. But here we go. Getting right into the Class A's. Got all the Camaros. Got some in Pontes, which are, in my opinion, kind of similar. The Ruiner, looking like a Firebird. And then, of course, all the Corvettes. So that just shows you some of these brands, like Inverto does all the Corvettes. But then, obviously, be Chevy. So then the Class A does all the Camaros. They're in the Class A, which, like I said, we had that whole other garage full of the Class A's. And then some even into the office. So then these are kind of combined with Ponte, and it all just kind of works. So got the Ruiners over here, newer Ruiners ZZ8, the Nightshade, which is one of my, again, favorite cars in the whole game right there, alongside our new version of the Camaro. Then we got the Vigaro and the Vigaro ZX, so the new Z01, classic SS. Those things look so nice together. Had to. Yeah, definitely going to be choosing some of these cars for sure to be in the mansion. And that's why it's kind of nice to have some garages that are fully themed, but then we have filler cars. If we want to use them in other garages, we can move them, and we have plenty other cars from the same brand to fill those garages and keep them completed. But then, of course, the Corvettes. I'm kind of working backwards here, but we got the brand new D10 C8 Corvette. First Corvette with the mid-engine. This thing's fully dialed in. Got the custom painted stock wheels, carbon all over it. Red interior. Can remove the T-top if you want. And basically becomes a convertible, but kind of get best of both. Same with this one. You could take the roof off. The original Coquette. This thing is looking too good. Think like the C7 right there. And then we got the C6. We actually don't have a C5. Then all the way back to the C1, the C2, the C3. I think the C4 and C5 would be cool to see. But we got the D1 and the Coquette Classic. Loved this update when it came out with the Air update or the Pilot School update. That was a fun time and online. Very classic looking body lines and styling. Got the side exhaust. And then another one here, new since the last time I was active with video, so never fully made a video on it, but we have always been wanting the C6 Corvette. That thing is just so clean. ZR1 or Z06 edition. This one's murdered out again with that Camaro. Honestly, the Nightshade too. And this, I think I have 3 versions of each of those. 3 ZL1s, maybe 4. I have like 3 Nightshades, and I have like 3 or 4 of these. But yeah, those are all the vets right there, the Camaros. And then you already know. Right when you see that logo, you know what's down here. We're saving the best for last. This, I think, will be the last fully themed garage, even though it's kind of, again, multiple different brands. But, of course, got all the Dodges down here. From the Vipers to the Chargers. And we got, of course, all the Chargers and Challengers. All the different Challenger versions. So, go ahead. Start off with my main right here. Of course, the wide body Gauntlet Hellfire. What honestly started up this channel. When this car dropped and got released, taking it out to drag meets and car shows. Right next to the Fast and Furious inspired Peter Dukes. Again, another car I think I have a couple versions of, especially, of course, this one. You guys already know that. I think I have 5 of those maybe, but as well as this one being the full Dom Fast and Furious version. And then, oh yeah, no doubt, there's another one right here. Got second Hellcat in red. Got the red one there. Okay, we don't have to stick on this one for very long, but the EV version of the new Charger, I guess. Pretty cool. It's HSW, so high speed, crazy one-off stock wheels, so I had to get them custom painted because those just look crazy and we have no wheels that look like that. But cool styling. It just needs a supercharged V8 and it'll be good to go. And then of course Franklin's original, the old school Charger. It's just funny saying old school for this one, but now it's been so long with the new ones, and we got wide body, even though we don't have a wide body one yet, and online I'm still holding out for it. You got, again, 2 versions. You got the Buffalo SSTX. I think one of these has the low grips on it and one of them doesn't. Same with the Challengers over there. One of them is low grips, one's not. I think that one's low grips. And then same for this one, the red one has low grips on it. Just for however we happen to be feeling that day. And then the new undefeated champion. The only thing close is the Niobe or the i8 in game, which actually would be a good drag race, but can't forget the classic Banshee, which this one is so tempting to take it to Benny's and do the full custom upgrade, but to have it right next to this Viper, I had to keep it slim body stock kind of looking, even though it does basically have a wide body. Got the ACR style wing even on the older version. And then again, this one could go full crazy, pop the hood on all these, and it looks super sick, but just gonna run through them here. That next to that new ACR Viper, GTS version, full ACR build. I do like the clean ducktail spoiler, but I mean, I can't not, especially with the HSW crazy top speed. It feels like a Calvo 2000 horsepower Viper when you drive it, so I had to put the ACR wing, the full ACR splitter, got the vented fenders, crazy hood. And again, amazing sound. Fully custom painted stock wheels, looking nice. Some one-off wheels, couldn't pass it up. Oh yeah, definitely a few of these are coming with me, whether it's the other versions I have stored of these cars. Again, with the Viper, I think I have 5 of them. I'm not even kidding. Well, I'll show you them in a second here, but these are obviously the main, and I think this one might be the last fully themed garage with the brand, so definitely let me know out of these ones, which ones do you like. Got the Chevys up there, all the Camaros, Corvettes, and then all the Dodge Vipers, Chargers, Challengers, so definitely this building in general, probably my top favorite garage, even though the other ones are still all really good. It's hard to pick, but just the amount of cars in here that are my favorite cars of all these, it's probably the most out of any other location. So yeah, let me know what you think. We'll get on to the next one. Now we can rock this fit. Of course, got the Vapid Garage, which we've seen a couple of Vapids, but this is the official fully themed out one. And of course, most of it is Mustangs. It's 98.5% Mustangs. You got 3 other models, but of course, gotta have this. I like this whole theme. We used to have the Audis in here, so kind of switched them up, changed things around. Dang, a customer brought a Koenigsegg? My customers are lit. What the? Yeah. Now I think the final one that is a car that has the F1s, but this one is just too good to not. If you don't have the F1s with the wide body, I mean, it's full-on hovercraft, so to me this looks 100 times better. Got the GTX Dominator, the GT regular Dominator, and we got the Dominator ASP. All of them have their own kind of crazy different things. This one with the wide body F1, love the styling on this one, like a 2017. And then we got the drop top version, and it actually looks a bit more updated, almost like a 2020 version. Looking cool with those full racing stripes on it. This one has the convertible, of course. And then we got the original, looking good. Always love this color combo with the gray and blue. And then this one can be lowered with the lowering glitch. Looks amazing. Sounds really good. I think this is the best sounding Dominator right here. But the classic ones are also pretty good. And then, of course, the Shelby, got the ASP, sick looking 05 Mustang Terminator right there. And this one, of course, with the tuners update, has the hydraulics, so you can switch the lowering on and off if you want it to be slammed, and raise it up whenever you need. Got the drag spoiler on it, quad pipes. Had to keep Note 10 on it with all this crazy race tanks and tubes, nitrous gauges. Looks insane. Full carbon dash in there. And this one is one of the ones, again, I wish we could pop the hood, which a lot of them I do, but yeah, the engine they did for this one looks insane. And then, of course, the one we're going to get pretty soon, the new version, which I still want a P1 GTR, like, better version, but we kind of have it already, so at least with the GT, we're getting the new GT3 version of the GT, but gotta have this one, the Vapid FMJ. It's a beautiful version of the Ford GT, looking amazing. Again, another one with the stock wheels, went for the yellow and blue contrast, kind of a different theme than I usually go for. Got the blue stitching to match. That thing's nice. Another one of the top tier supercars we've had for a minute now. And then switching up gears completely to the full-on drag section over here. Got the Peyote Gasser and the Blade, two other very top tier versions of drag cars, and this one, I think, being this and the Class A in the other garage, is one of two of the only drag builds that fully put drag tires on the back with different tires up front. Of course, you got the blower, crazy out the hood, low-key livery again. Very rare that I do livery, but it's usually a low-key one like the stripes or something like this, especially for a drag car. And then I think maybe these ones, you must be able to get a wheelie bar on these ones, but honestly, if they don't have them, maybe I couldn't have, because I feel like I would have, but I'll have to double check. Yeah, this one's insane. Got the nitrous in there probably. Nope. Gated manual shifter, blower. It's actually active whenever you rev it. You just see the flaps going and the supercharger pulley ripping. This one, yeah, this one definitely has the NOS bottle ready to go. Got the extended pipes out the back, and then not having the crazy slick setup like this one. Still has some pretty beefy tires on the back, which would be expected. Got the hood pins, carbon hood for the weight reduction. Another top tier drag vehicle, and just overall beautiful classic muscle car. I like how you can change this one detail going down if you want, but I just got them in the same color, so it's a little more low key. And then another one with the tuners update that had the actual toggleable airbags where you can lower it and raise it. Got the amazing looking Dominator GTT next to Eleanor right here, and the new Dominator FX. So got the Fox body, got Eleanor. Of course, have to have it in the Eleanor paint scheme. The exact wheels. That thing looks way too good. And then this one, they're similar. This is like the Boss 302, basically. More taillights on it. Got the louvers on the back. That thing looks good when it's dropped to the ground. Again with the hood pins. And then this one, got the full parachute, drag, spoiler and carbon. Got the exhaust dumping out the side of the bumper, and the wheelie bar, of course. Have to on that one. Box body, that is a iconic one for sure, especially in the drag racing scene. But yeah, that is all the Fords right there. Mostly Mustangs and my favorite Fords. So we've seen a couple other Fords here and there in the other garages so far, but had to get these ones all together. It's looking way too clean. And I'm hyped to see that new GT, so maybe we'll have to make some room in here if that's the case. Yeah, kind of goes along with the road here with the yellow matches. So got all the Mustangs here in the same spot and looking good. Out of these ones, let me know which ones do you guys like the most, or do you have out of these, and which ones do you drive the most often. Let's head on over to the next one. Dang, and they brought this one in too. Now seeing it, I don't think I have this car. The visor. Do not have a visor. Yeah, my customers are turned up. What the heck? They've been leveling up. Koenigsegg? Nice. As an honorable mention here at the bail office, kind of forget that we have this, but it's just a random 2-car garage. What do we have? Oh, we have an X80 Proto on here and the Silverado. Just kind of random. This one came out with the Bounty bail office update, Yosemite 1500. So we actually have another version of Yosemite. Very clean. My family actually had a couple of these, the Suburban Edition 1500, and then randomly the X80 Proto's just here. So I think I also had the i8 in here because the 1500 and the i8 came out in this update. So just moved some things around. This one was probably in my nightclub service entrance, so just swapped those. But definitely another contender. You see my dilemma with having my favorite ones. For sure it was in the garage with all the Garattis at some point, but I just kept adding new cars, so I had to figure out which ones to keep and which ones to move around. So definitely just a quick honorable mention. We'll head over to the arcade and the new Lester's Warehouse. Forget what it's called. The Darnell Bros Warehouse. So just the businesses that we actually can store vehicles. Kind of get those ones out the way, and then we'll get on to the craziness. Oh, this one's cool. I really like this garage, how it's secretly under one of the businesses, and also just kind of random because it's a totally different garage than the other ones. But again, some duplicates. We got some more Corvettes in here. D5, Coquette. Yeah, just some duplicates mainly. GTT. Oh, yep. This one I did put the Y body on. I had to throw on the F1s. This one's just crazy looking. Oh, wanted to tell you, another Viper, another Camaro. Got quite a few, but I like how it's displayed in this one. Kind of has its own podium, just chilling out. So it's lighting, looking like a bat cave. Got the Stormtrooper Z01. I know I have 1LE versions of it. Oh, and then this one, actually the new first for this car, didn't have a classic gauntlet in the Dodge garage. Actually, just have multiple Y bodies. We could put this in there instead of one of the Y bodies or one of the Chargers, but we got another Y body, another Z01. There it is. Oh, and another Viper. Told you guys I needed a different color for every day of the week. Might as well. And they're all HSW, fully upgraded. Same with the ZL1. All of them are fully top tier, maxed out. Got the white one, the red one, the black one. I'm sure there's probably even more. Same with the Corvettes. Yeah, I like just how this garage is and how they're kind of displayed in here. Underneath, you got the heist planning board to rob the casino over there. And your whole terminal setup. So kind of like the vibe of it down here, just having these other cars that are mainly duplicates, but also just amazing cars to drive, so why not have more? So yeah, on to the next one. So this is actually my first time showing the new garment factory, or better known as Lester's headquarters for planning the heist in story mode. And again, some duplicates, so gotta have it in yellow. D5, we got the Jesco. This is the one I was talking about with the top off, kind of roadster version, but Sick how you just take the roof on or off. Full crazy camo livery, kind of wild. Then we got another Viper, of course. This one just murdered out. Got the custom painted stock wheels, fully HSW. Another big body Cullinan and another Tempesta, full maroon dark red. That thing's just crazy. And then, of course, another duplicate Urus. I think that's the third one we've seen. Another duplicate ST, so not the first version, not the second version, but the third version of the Range Rover. And then we got another Viper and another Viper. You guys might say, kind of like the Viper. Again, custom painted wheels, went for the blue and white stripe, the red interior, very American. And of course, fully HSW to the max. And then we got the black and red Venom edition over here, or Darth Vader edition. And then HSW to the max, of course. Actually changed up the wheels for some custom ones on that one this time. And then another Thrax, just because I really like this one, and the blue was very on theme for the other two cars, but I'm like, this car is just too good not to have it in a red version. And I did the same thing I did with the other one, which I love doing on the Bugattis, especially with that crazy C that they have, doing the lighter color into the same color but darker version of it on the rear of the car. And this one's just so crazy with those tail lights, all the details, full carbon. And then fully matched up, looking good. So yeah, that is the first time I think of me showing this even on the channel, this new location, but it's a pretty cool other garage with one of the businesses, so I like using it. Keep it rolling. Actually don't know why I never done this, but just quick, kind of moving them around and it works a little better. Got the SUVs all together, the Lambo next to this Lambo, next to the Bugatti to kind of match up good with the dark red. And then we got the American cars over here, except for the Koenigsegg. Got the Corvette, and then just put all the Vipers next to each other. That actually looks way cleaner. Don't know, I just don't think I ever got around to that yet. But that actually looks better as a setup like that. Got the SUVs together. And some of the supercars just kind of on the same side. Yeah. Oh, this. Whew. Wow. The triple threat. Those three together look insane. Wow. Yeah, don't know why I didn't do that until now, but there we go. Looking a lot better. Okay. Now we go. And of course, as an honorable mention, got all the bikes over here. Nothing crazy. Just got the biker club out here. You get a few of them. Got the Hexer, a bunch of Sanchez. Got the quads, Batty 801RR, of course the Hikachi drag. That thing is the fastest. The Carbon Nagasaki RS, Blazer, and we got the Ferris. Bunch of Sanchez with different liveries on it. Never have too many dirt bikes. The street bikes, got one chopper. I need more choppers, but street bikes are honestly my favorite. Yeah, I like this place. Actually use those more than you'd think. Of course, we also got this one, so don't think it's full, but again, just completely random mix. Basically all the overflow and extras, maybe duplicates and other cars don't know where to put them. So the first one, got this first level here. Don't love the yellow. Got a Blazer, got an XLS, got a couple of the old school, so that's the second one there, and the third one. And then we got a second wide body Sentinel Classic XS, is it? Not just Sentinel Classic. These ones. So nice. Got the drift build. Looking good. And another blade. Got a Vapid Rantoon. And we got the Vapid Rantoon Mark II. So these are some more Ford ones that
just couldn't fit anywhere. We have 2 different Ford garages, and this makes like 3 or 4. We got another version of the Mustang and the 4GT, the OG version, the 05 version, another drop top. This is the GT. And then on this side, there's the 4-door version of the classic Sultan RS. We got the new Altima. So we got the new Toyota Camry and the Altima. Pretty interesting, but they actually look pretty good. Got some decent upgrades. Then we got this one, DeLorean, new Hyundai looking thing. Envisage. Got the Carbonizer. And we got another Fura. So, Karate. Oh no, this is a different one. With the Koenigsegg doors. Another Ferrari. So these will basically be all the cars I could pick from for the mansion, or as filler cars if we move them from the other places. Got a Night Shark. Got the Grizzly and the new Castigator, which everyone was thinking was going to be the Trackhawk, but my sister has this Jeep. That one's basically the new Durango. Would be sick to get a Trackie and 2 more Vipers. I really need to count out how many Vipers I have. All HSW. The first one I've shown with the ducktail, but I actually love how it looks with the ducktail. Full carbon front clam. Got the drag tires on this one. Stormtroopered out ACR version. Let's see what's on the next level. Level 2. Get out of this nasty yellow color. I like this one. We got kind of a diamond blue. Start off over here. We got the Serrano Benefactor. There we go. That's another one. The Corsita. That thing is nice. Another Lampadati. Got the Patriot. Here's all the Hummers. Got the Patriot Squatty and Patriot Mil Spec. The military version looking good. On the F1s, that thing is sick. I actually really like driving this thing. The interior is crazy. Look at that thing. It's like a real one. Sitting about 10 feet away from the passenger. I guess all of them are on. F1s over here. And then we got more Declasses. The Declasse Voodoo, another Vigaro, another Impaler. See, that's the one where I think there's multiple different cars that look just like this, and they're similar name. Maybe I just have 3 of the same one. And this is probably my favorite lowrider out of all of them. Always loved Voodoo. I think that one just looks the cleanest. But all the lowriders look pretty good. We got 2 Z-types. Because these technically with the Bugattis, but kind of random since my whole hypercar, supercar garage is already packed out. So those are just shown over here. Another Viper. Got a couple Albanese, another Hermes, Alpha, then some more trucks. So we got all the Tacomas. Got 2 Everons. That one I haven't even touched yet. Got to customize it. And then we got the Rebel. Looking good. Those ones together. Got a Yuga Classic 4x4 with the full system in the back. Probably can't see anything, but no. Crazy setup in the back of that one. We got the Bison and the Rat Truck. Looking good. On F1s, the Bison's way better looking. Rat Truck looking crazy. Matte black. There's the other one. Got another Beater Dukes. Had to do another build with the red. Got the racing stripes on it. And then over here, already went through it. So we'll go check the next level. We'll go see what we got on the 3rd level here. I think I'm only storing cars in the 3rd level, maybe a couple on the 4th. There we go, another blue. Let's see what we got. Started off, got the Comet Cabriolet on the Vice City plate. Now that's Las Venturas. Got the custom plate on it. Matching the interior. Looking good. Another Spectre custom in red. We also have another new Range Rover. Rocking the stock wheels. Another rally car ready to go over here. Our tow truck. The Flash GT. And slam truck tow version. Did a video on that when it came out. Another third version of the Entity MT. Got another GTB, so that's 3 of those as well. Wow, I'm really tweaking. We got the only one I have of the Devastate 8, and now it has the HSW. For the longest time, I never bought this car, but I remember watching the videos in like 2014 or 2016 when it first surfaced of someone like shooting over a wall or fence in Dubai, and it was like being road tested. I was like, what kind of car is this? Devil 16. Thing's crazy. I never bought it for a long time, and then finally did. Custom painted stock wheels. Looks pretty cool with the gold logo on it. Crazy car. That thing is pretty sick though. I honestly don't remember last time I drove it. We got that 1M M1, looking crazy, next to another second Obey 8F drafter. This, a lot of people thought was the i8, but definitely more M1 or 1M style. And then to the other side, we got the Helion over here, another Dominator, the white with blue. Then we got Paul's truck, Fast and Furious Firebolt ASP. This one's at HSW as well, right? Yes, it is. Oh, we need to drive that again. And then, oh, we got the Shyster Deviant, another cat, my camo cat. And then, oh, Arbiter GT. Another one with the HSW top speed. Pretty good drag car, I'd assume. We got another Nightshade, another Jugular. And we got a drop top version of the ZX Vigero. The Z01 with the HSW on the drop top as well. And then that's why I didn't feel like I needed to put the wide body on the one next to the new Viper, because we got the 900R right here. Looking good. All stormtroopered out next to the Helion. This was the one I thought was a Jeep at first, but it's actually based on the Nissan Petrol. Thing is sick. People tune them like a Skyline pretty much from the videos I've seen. That's why we got the big old Garrett out the head. Does it even say 70 mil? It's hard to say. GTA something 70, Air 70. So yeah, that is this garage right here. Got some decent ones there. We'll see if I have anything in the fourth, and then we'll get to the crazy stuff. Oh wow. And this one's fully packed too. Okay, maybe I have all of them with cars. Oh no, there's a couple spots. Oh yeah, this one still fresh off the dealer. Nothing done to it yet. Another Viserys. Here's the Caddy I was telling you about. Got the XL, and this one's rocking the wide body. Must have just taken the ski box off of it. It looks actually crazy with the F1s. And then these are all the electric cars that I don't know what to do with, and I don't even know what cars exactly they're trying to be. Maybe this middle one, but got the Pipistrello Cyclone 2 and Suzumi. Really never probably will drive these fully electric supercars. Not my cup of joe there, buddy. That thing is cool looking, but very boring to drive. And then, yep, there's the second Deity. Got the Cognoscenti Cabrios, drop top. And then we also got a really good Aston Martin that I did not want to take out of the Aston Martin garage. Again, just so many cars that there's not enough spaces for the whole fleet of cars in one brand. This thing is super clean. Old school Dubashi, got the wood grain, gated shifter. That thing's nice. I even like this one. Could be lowered with the glitch. The drop top version of the Bentley. And then just another 4-door version. I really like that car, so thought I'd grab two. Have 2 different setups. And then another Vet. Got a nice orange. I don't know what number that is, 5 or 6. And then we got the new Fairlady Z. It's kind of like the 300Z. This one's pretty new to the game. HSW as well. Wow, I keep forgetting how many cars have the HSW. Oh, and I do have another G35. Another Fathom FR36. Another 3 of these for some reason. Yeah, just random. I don't know why I had this. I have a whole video I was gonna do when this came out, and I went to the actual Back to the Future location where they dropped the DeLorean out the trailer. I was about to do like a edit with this car coming out the back, but to me it just looks like a modern crazy DeLorean. Don't like it. It's all electric, but yeah, I guess we got another one of these, a drift car next to the Z. And then forgot about this, the Hardy. This one's pretty new. And another version of the Jester RR, and another Cypher with the wide body on this one. I think that one might have the drift tune as well, so it looks a little lifted. I love this wide body. Slapped the Liberty Walk kit on it, some deep dish wheels. And this thing's actually really cool. Pretty sure we could put the drift tune on it. It's got the champagne wheels as well. Very VIP, big body, chaser vibe. Like that one a lot. And it's Nissan, so. And then of course got the Cobra, looking good, rocking livery. This is definitely one that should be in the Ford garage, so that was kind of difficult to even take that out in the first place. But like I said, I'll always rotate them back and forth, and now we'll be able to actually see what our new garage is like and what cars we want to take, so we'll be able to put these back with their actual collections. Like the Tampa GT, got the surfboard on it, looking good. That is it for this level, so that might be the last main level since there's a few spots here, but we'll just check. Hot pink bubblegum. It's not using this floor. Yeah, that is all the Vinewood Club garage. So now, get to the craziness. Let me know which cars you liked out of there. Like I said, very random and just a total cluster of different cars and brands, but that's kind of what I was using that garage for, is the main overflow for duplicates and extras that can't figure out where to put them. Feel like a vehicle collection tour wouldn't be complete without stopping over here, so just make this one a quick pit stop. Definitely let me know if you want to see some more in detail videos about the actual planes and jets and helicopters. But trust, we got those too. And this is as many as I could fit in without actually being able to put all of them in here, but to where we could just have a good amount. Of course, I had to get the new Raiju. That thing's so fast. Got the vertical takeoff like the Hydra. Got the other plane, Buzzard, Annihilator. And definitely has been a lot of cool planes added over all the years, and I've only checked out, honestly, a handful. Got the stunt plane, got the PJ. This is that new AC-130. Thing is a beast. Could do full autopilot on it. Got all the different guns on it. The Gatling gun, friggin' huge 50 cal. That thing's nutty. You guys could probably tell me more about this, honestly. I don't even know. All I know is that thing F's people up quick. This is definitely not all of them. This is just what I could fit in here at the moment. We got that new cargo bob, like the XL version of the cargo bob, and all the OG cargo bobs. What else? There's a ton. There's been so many planes over the time that we've had this game, so definitely cool to see, but make it nice and simple. So I don't know how much you guys are into all this extra stuff, but figured we'd stop by. Worth the detour. I almost forgot about this place. No, we do have the arena over here, so let me see. I don't even know what's in here. Got the RC car. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of cars in here. Okay, we also got the Fagaloa bull car. Got a Jester RR over there. Oh, forgot about this thing. The Apocalypse Imperator. That thing is nuts. Another one that could shoot the nitrous out. And this one's got the side exit. Super rare kind of muscle car, because I feel like not a lot of people realize you can actually buy cars from the Arena War. But honestly, I even forget about it sometimes. It almost looks like Imponte, but it says Vapid. It's a Ford. That thing looks really good. What else do we got? The drop top version of the Zion. Yep, so I do have it. Another R35. That one's like a Nardo. That one looks nice. Drop top, see Jester, kind of like a drift livery on that one. What else do we have here? Another S2000, that's the hardtop version. There we go. Knew I was forgetting some garages. I'm like, wait a minute. Still got the whole arena. Almost forgot it. The normal Fudo, so non-GTX, okay. So I do have that. Got the 4-door Greenwood. Dropped quite a few updates back. Drive just kind of often though, to be honest. Every now and again whenever I'm over here. And the other version of just a regular Lampadati Felon. So actually, I do think this is a pretty clean one. And you can do the lowering glitch just like all the others. The ones we can do that on, for some reason, they dialed the fitment in like perfectly. As soon as you lower it down, it literally sits right on the lip. Looks amazing. Let's see. Now I know I got all these in this garage. I'm sure the other ones have something. That's the workshop level. Oh, yep. We got all the race cars. Another version of the Vapid Slam truck, tow truck. We got the Dominator Pisswasser edition. Another hot knife over here. Got the Gauntlet Redwood race car. Got the Buffalo version. Dang, these are all race cars. Sprunk Buffalo. Anything else? No. All different versions. This one's a little different. The Class 8 Burger Shot Stallion. Pretty clean. These have not moved for a while. Yeah, kind of random, but it's what's here. Kind of like it. And the final one for this facility. Wow, we got the rat truck with all the junk piled up on the back. Rat loader. Spot's empty. Oh, gotta have it. This straddle. JDM wagon right there. 2.8 GT. Oh, we got the Duke of Death. Looking clean right there. Full push bar, armored up. Side plate, got the high beam lights on the roof. Things ready for action. And empty over here. So that is it for the arena. Honestly, have some more space in here if we want to move stuff, so good to know. Of course, we have the submarine as well. Gotta hit Cayo Perico somehow. Those mansions are not gonna pay for themselves. Got the full driving command station over here. Captain's quarters, Pavel just doing his thing. And of course, gotta have this one. Figured I might as well just show it. I mean, this whole thing is a vehicle on its own. But gotta have this one, the 4-door submersible car, just like the James Bond. But this one's actually a Lamborghini, apparently. Which they did release a crazy looking all glass Lamborghini like this, so kind of works. This one just happens to turn to a submarine. You can also just drive it out underwater. And then I do need the normal sub, but since we got the car, just figured don't really need the other submarine. And we got the chopper that comes with it, so quite a few vehicles you can even just keep out on the submarine, which is pretty cool. I'm actually gonna see how much the other submarine is right now. We need a submarine for our sub. Yeah, I'll keep this one till after the mansions too. 1.5, huh? Now we're saving every penny. So this will be the last location, the facility over here. Pulling up. Now honestly, I do really like the vibe of this place. It's all futuristic, underground, nice and secure. And that's why we put the craziest of the crazy whips in here. And honestly, I do remember that one underground part of the vehicle warehouse where you do the source vehicles. And this is that other vehicle warehouse, so we got it pretty much packed out. Cars on all the lifts. I've delivered some here and there. Gotta pay for these mansions somehow. But I also have all these just as cars we've stolen over all the years and saving up. But we do have this secret garage down here. Most of you that have it definitely will know about it, but if you don't have this business, then it's also another storage, but I'm pretty sure it's for just these specific type of vehicles. But on my modded account, I had all these and never really drive them, or used to never drive them at all. So
This will be another section, and it's all the war stock type of vehicles. Definitely a lot of other cool planes, helicopters, and stuff I want. These are the vehicles you can put in there. The technical that goes in the water, that one's on sale right now. The ramp buggy, you get that. The Phantom Wedge, the Ruiner 2000, the Wastelander, it's like Fast and Furious right there. Rocket Voltic. So it's literally like those 8 cars. Maybe an Insurgent, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it has to be these specific vehicles, and they go in this whole garage. So that's my next goal. Fill this place out with all those super crazy underground, like apocalyptic type vehicles. But this is where we got the Avenger. Obviously, like the nightclub and other places, the bunker has the MOC in it. And I'm just trying to think of any other vehicles. Of course, had to get this. Got our jetpack ready to rip. Ready for action. Then of course, I had to go full James Bond. We got the underwater submersible vehicle. So you can transform into a submarine. And then when you're out of the water, transform back to a car. Got another Duke of Death just for whatever. This is actually the most normal car here. One of my top favorite muscle cars, the Tulip 4-door muscle car. And of course the 6x6 car. I had to get these ones all dialed in for basically full-on apocalypse mode. Got the 6x6 technical. Going crazy. But of course, you know I have to. We got the Mach 5, we got the Batmobile, and we got the DeLorean. I mean, you can't not. This thing's insane, the scramjet. Super fun to drive around, of course. Do the Speed Racer wheels on it. Looks so perfect on there. I love it. You got the boosters, you can do hydraulic jumps, launches with it. Batmobile, self-explanatory. Missiles on it. Tumbler mode. Got the jet boosters, you can just rocket launch this thing, same as the scramjet. And of course the DeLorean, which can transform into a UFO, flying hovercraft basically. Of course, so you can get it down to the plate. It would be cool to do the upgrade with the full-on craziness that goes around on the outside, all the time machine gear that they end up putting on there, but still looks really sick. You already know I had to. Got the out of time plate. Yeah, that is my car collection in insane detail and the most thorough one I've ever done. And also, like I was saying, even when I had my modded account, I didn't have it this dialed. So fully got everything back and then some, and organized it and put everything together way cleaner. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I know this is probably going to end up being a long video, but if you are still here tuned in, you are a true legend. Appreciate you. You are the realest. Drop a comment. Which ones do you like the best? Which cars do you guys have? Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss more. I'm going to take a look at how much all this actually was, if we can even find that out. Still says the Nero Custom is the road vehicle driven fastest, which I don't know how it's possible. I hit 242. Crazy. Spent on vehicles and maintenance, 877 million. Oh. Okay. Apparently earned from jobs over a billion. 1.8 billion. I don't know if I was reading that right. Wow. For the vehicles, I do not know if that's included. It says and maintenance, so I'm guessing that has upgrades included. Sounds about right. Job cash shared by others, 1.4 million? No, that says 1.4 billion. 1.4 billion? It's crazy. I don't have a billion. I got 26 M's, but I'm saving up for a mansion. $877 million on this whole car collection. Maintaining it, upgrading it, could be all in the same category. I don't know. All I know is most of these cars, you spend about the price you pay for the car, like another million. Some of them that have Bennies and lowriders and Arena War, HSW, you end up spending a little more than $1 million just in upgrades. So the car is 1.5.
spending another 1 to 1.5 in just upgrades at least, but 100 million, 877 million. Wow, just the fact we spent over 800 million on this car collection, that I think 4x is what my last car collection was, and that might have, you know, Avengers and planes and everything else, boats and yachts included, but either way, it's all vehicles, so it adds up. Definitely wanted to end it off with the facility just because these are cars that never really show on the channel. They're more just for missions, heists, grinding, doing whatever. Never really show them or use them on the channel, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. We're gonna be dropping hella more videos, and this was all leading up to the mansion, so we're gonna basically now from here be able to see which cars we want to take over there, what we need to move around, and which ones we are wanting to have in our new place, which we've been waiting for over a decade. So I'm hoping those new garages are gonna be top tier. The cars are gonna be looking sick in there. We'll have to see what they end up doing with that, so definitely let me know what you guys think. If you are hyped for the mansions, what cars you are gonna have as your lineup, how much garage space do you think we're actually gonna have in them, and we'll see if we can even customize them and what the deal is with the whole thing. Again, thanks for tuning in. Just like that, it's gonna be it for this one. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Cut the motherfucker back here.